time is it? It's 8:25 a.m. 8:25 a.m. on a Friday morning. Good morning, Dad, and Wendy, and Brian. We are doing some stringing right now. We're able to do stringing because there's no traffic, and all the stations are busy doing the Black Friday, as most of you and some of you are. And I'm driving, and it's bright out, so I really can't see anything or read your comments and things like that. I can just see that it's moving and it's going and things are happening. We are not on our way to a story. We are going to try to get a story. I don't want to predict the kind of stories we want. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Touching buttons I shouldn't be touching. Uh-oh. 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 No, that's not it. That's it right there. That's where I want to be. Yeah. All right, we're back. So, I'll get to your questions and stuff in a little bit. But right now I can't because I'm driving and it's bright. It's really bright. This is what it looks like out there. Right now we're gonna head to the most trafficky place in Cerritos. That's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go drive through traffic on purpose. Usually I don't do that, but I'm gonna go do that right now because I can, and I did. And I'm back. Hi guys, I'm back. It's good to see you all again. And I'm really talking to nobody except myself when I say that. Because I don't see any of you, I just see me right there. But yeah, I took a little vacation with the family. I've been gone for a few days in case you noticed. I noticed. Went and played in the mountains. Took my kids to go see some snow. They went tubing in some snow. Well, the wife too. The wife played in the snow with the kids. And I'm full. Are you guys full? We should get ourselves a little sunblocker right here, huh? We're going to see the colors again. Ooh, washed out. All right. So let's listen up for some calls.
Unit 3, Tom 20 on 1. 3, Tom 20. Tom 20, can you log me off and relog me as Unit 1, Tom 8, and I'll be tuning. Alpha.
I have shirts on me since everybody's out shopping today. I can let you buy some shirts for free if you're in the Cerritos, Lakewood, Long Beach, Bellflower, Norwalk area. I can do some drops. I am so surprised that there is not much traffic on this off-ramp right now. That is awesome. I am exiting the 605 on South Street, making my way to the Cerritos Mall parking lot. No, I'm not going shopping. I'm not going shopping, but I'm taking you guys on the shopping experience of the Cerritos Mall. Come to the high desert. Nope. I will not. I'm right here right now. All right, so now we're gonna stop, and now I can see things. How can we buy stuff that's free? Well, if you're in the area, I can let you purchase a shirt that won't cost you anything. Hello. Hello, Victor. Thank you for loving Shot in the Dark. What shirts are they? That's a good question, huh?
Angel 182, Salt BLS, Pomona Armory. 600 South Park
Why you want to
Avenue,
know?
Tip Center Plaza, see for further.
Why you want to know? Let me see. My light's going to change. I got to go. Hold on.
So 106, fire alarm. 7127 Crest Road, Avenida, Alta
Well, now I got to move the shirts. They're in my way. Thank you, Incident Response. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I gotta keep a tally on you. You must be doing really well at stringing. You're always donating, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. The shirts. Okay, so now we're at a light. So we got ourselves a white 90 shirt. That's a medium. We have a LOUDLABS shirt like the one I'm wearing. That's a medium. And now we're going back because there's a light. Let's go over here first before we head into that parking lot. That sounds fun, huh? We're gonna go to the... I'm close enough to Orange County where I'm here in Orange County. We're gonna go to the parking lot formerly known as Toys R Us parking lot. It's a bummer Toys R Us is gone. I hear they're coming back, but like what, as a pop-up? You don't look back to me, you look pretty empty. You look pretty empty. This thing, last year at this time, holy smokes.
63-year-old female in seizure. 1220 East 52nd Street, number 2. In the rescue 11.
Yeah, this this used to not be so empty. And I have been to... Was it a Black Friday thing? Yeah, but I was working. I worked a store here before. Nothing bad happened. It was just line. The line was so long, it caught my attention enough to where it needed to be part of my Black Friday madness package. I've yet to get one of those viral. Well, no such thing as viral back when I started, but I have. Hello, Virginia. Hello, Brenda. I have not been lucky enough, which is good, to get one of those crazy attacks. They have happened here in the Southland, but I haven't got them. I've got Black Friday stuff, like people rushing and things like that, but never one of those brawls. All right, so we have another white 90. These, what are these? These are larges. This is extra large. So we got another white 90. We got a LOUDLABS show. I think I skipped some. But you guys get the point. It's a LOUDLABS shirt, press shirt. I have shirts. Good morning, Wendy. Hey, sis. Hey, guys, my sister's here. My dad's here. I'm guessing my daughter might show up. But I'm here, or I'm there. Just started watching my videos. Well, thank you very much, JNC. We do other things. Well, no. Basically, we just do the videos. Have you seen the other stuff that I've done? I've done some things. That's why people care about watching me sit in a parking lot do nothing. Hey, Tennessee, how are you? Me too, no dabbing allowed. Me too. I'm surprised that there's 95 people sitting here on a Friday morning caring about me and the words coming out of my mouth. How's my day been? My day's been good, thank you. Just got back from a little short vacation with the family, and now I am trying to get a story. I'm actually gonna hang out until, I'm gonna string till noon. I don't know if you guys are gonna stay with me till noon, but I'm gonna string till noon. Then I'm gonna make my way to my TV and watch the Tiger and Phil golf spectacular. I believe it's called The Match, but that's what I'm walking. That's what I'm watching. You drink too many of these and your mouth can't keep up with your brain. Much love from Texas. What's up, Texas? Did you all stick along as the phone keeps working? Right on, no dabbing allowed. So no dabbing allowed. Have you seen the Netflix series, or is that how you caught our videos, or have you caught our videos and then found out about it, or do you just catch the videos and don't know about the Netflix thing? So if you don't know about the Netflix thing, you're in for a surprise. You're working Boston, India. Right on. You shouldn't. You're working right now? Oh man, I'm sorry. Well, I'm working too, so join the club. What's up, Arkansas? you doing, Arkansas? My brother lives in Arkansas. Do you perform that type of first date if you're first on scene? No, I do not. Victor, my job is to... See, I'm on my phone right now with the messages, not on YouTube, and they're going too quick. I don't know first aid. To be honest with you, man, my job is to act like I'm not there, or my job is to be small. That's what my mentor used to tell me, is be small. Hide in a bush is kind of the word he said, but you don't hide in a bush, it's a figure of speech. Although there have been times where I've hidden in bushes for shots, absolutely. And that's just not for safety, just because you don't want to be seen or something's happening, whatever. But no, I don't. I should learn first aid. I have come up to scenes where I'm there first, and I don't just record unless it's something that I can't do anything about. If I can do something, I will, but I'm not going to try to do something I can't. When I go like that, that means I'm proud of what I just said. How do we approach the news outlets to tell a story just starting out? Well, Dawn, depending on what city you live in, I'll be happy to help you. Alright, so I'm throwing up my YouTube page right now, so I'll be able to see the... Maybe. I'll be able to see the comments a little longer so they don't fly by like they were on my phone. Man, this is terrible. There's nothing I can do about that. If I really cared, and I don't, I'd be able to figure something out like this, huh? See, that blocks. That makes better. But like I said, I don't. Alright, so what's going on here? How are we? No, Devin, that's basically how you found out about watching all the streams. Right on. Watch the Netflix show. I don't know if you said you did. You've been streaming, just got the door from school. Perfect timing. Right on, Brian. I like you over the other two guys. Thank you, Troy. That's the cool thing about the show, though, is you're going to like one of us. You're not going to like all of us. The director liked all of us, but you're not going to like all of us. That's what's really cool. String in LA. Damn, that's a long time ago. Stringer's LA. I've been doing this for a minute. Coming up on 19 years. And man, that's crazy. I don't like how my internet's not working so well right now. And there's reasons for it, and I know why. I need a season 2 also. M4. I do. Alright. So maybe we get ourselves a TC or a fire. On scene gets annoying. RMG still around. On scene's not annoying. Just that guy from on scene's annoying. And the other guy from on scene that was annoying, he's with RMG now, so.
459 Audible at the Miranda residence. 5752 covering the first bedroom window.
What's up, Prince Edward, Canada? We don't have any more Troy. First of all, everybody has to drink because of Troy. LAX shirt drop. I do have shirts. We can do some shirt drops. I'm in Cerritos, California right now. Gonna make my way to a parking lot in just a minute.
Address out of St. Anthony, New Mexico, and the vehicle is a 2008 Honda.
Call informant, no action, call back. We left a message to try to have her call her back.
I'm wearing a stringer. Got it from Victoria's Secret. I need to read these. Gee, did I gain weight over the holiday? Look at, I'm big. Jeez Louises. How do we fix that? How do we not look so wide? Ugh. I did. Have I heard about Patty Mayo? Brian, if it's the same thing that everybody else has seen on YouTube, yeah, I've seen it. If you have any special information about him or something might have happened to him, no, I don't. How does the police and fire feel about my job? Well, Julie.
Apartment house fire. 1065 Santa Fe Drive. Apartment 427, Santa Anita Avenue.
Way too far. Julie, The older police officers understand and know why we're there, and as long as we do our job correctly and don't get in the way, they don't mind we're there. The younger officers, they're not so happy. Firefighters of all sizes, age and firefighters, let me just say it correctly without being cute. Firefighters love us. They like our videos for training. They love our videos to show their family what they do. And like I said about the police officers, the older ones like us. They understand who we are and what we do as long as we stay out of the way. That fire in Arcadia, I believe so, yes. Hey Scott, did you get the call? Southbound 5 just put a box truck on its side full of mangoes. Peter, I don't know. I've been out of town. Actually, it's in Omani. The fire is in Omani, not Arcadia. I've been out of town since, when did I leave? I got back yesterday, Thanksgiving. Went straight from where I was to dinner, which was great, and that's why I look so wide right now. When did I leave? I left Sunday. No, Monday. I left Monday. I was gone Monday through Thursday. Supposed to leave Sunday, but got some stuff changed because of the kids. Ended up leaving on Monday. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, thank you, thank you. It's nice to see me during the day too, kinda. Not really though. Look, this is terrible. Nighttime is my friend. You guys want to see something really bad? It's only gonna happen quick.
Squad 36
Well, that's us today. Or every day, I guess. My husband is a firefighter here in Tennessee. Tell your husband thank you. Thank you. Your husband's awesome. Tell your husband anytime he makes his way to California, he can come sit in this seat right here for free. Not a problem. OCLLN shorty drop. I'm basically at the city that connects to Orange County. My mom lives right over in that next city. I don't have a baby to go see my mom. That's the excuse I use. But I can maybe drop a shirt in Orange County. It's not too far. It's right down the 91. I'm at Cerritos Mall right now. Well, not Cerritos Mall. I am in the parking lot formerly known as Toys R Us. That was Stu Mandel here. Scott Lane is the best at what he does. Well, thank you, man bun. No. Ever been to Ireland? No. No, I have not been to Ireland. And unfortunately, I don't see myself leaving these United States anytime soon for work or pleasure. I really don't. You know, Jack Nick. Ooh. Next to Seals. Yep, that's right behind me. They got good salads. Thank you, Dawson. Thank you very much. Boop. Boop. What made me become a stringer? Salts. Right time, right place, right knowledge. That's basically what happened. Right time, right place, right knowledge. Patty just uploaded a video. Gotcha. Deputy Patty or Bounty Hunter Patty? Right on, dabbing. That's cool, man. I'm finding out, and I'm not mad at this at all. Because of Stringers LA, I did inspire a lot of people. And then with the new show, that inspired a lot more people. And then some of the people that got inspired there went back and... I've been inspiring people for a while, and I didn't realize until this show how big of a inspiration it was. And I'm flattered as can be about it. That is, it makes me very happy. Anytime I see press on somebody, I kind of understand and think I know where they got it. Even though I wasn't the first one to do it, but I was the one to... Like I said, if I see press, I'm flattered. Anytime somebody says that, man, I'm flattered. And I love helping people do it. I would love to help people do the job. Problem is, if you're in my market, you're my competition. If you're not on my team, so I have a hard time helping you there. The best thing I can do for people starting out is just put it on social media and attach the stations. That's the best thing you can do to get your stuff seen. You got to remember, this is a job of passion, not a job of money. You want to make money, go work for the network. You want to work for a network, you got to go to school. You want to go to school, you got to pay some dollars. You got to pay some dollars. You got to earn some dollars or borrow them. Figure it out. I like working for myself. If I worked for a station, people always ask me, what if NBC offered you a job? Not that they would, because everybody they hire probably needs some sort of broadcasting education. Like Victor can work for a network. They're gonna want me to be somewhere at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. or noon. I might not want to be there at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. or noon. They're gonna want me to go film something really boring. I'm not gonna want to go film that thing that's really boring. So I get to choose my own hours, obviously. I get to choose what I want to shoot, and I get to roam about the city without being told what to do and where to go. And that's great for me. Where do you order your press hats and shirts from? I had them made. Self-employed, best, yes. Very much. The UK. Whoa, 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 everything. Whoa. You gotta understand though, man. No dabbing. It's a tough one. It's a hard one to go back and forth when you're talking about the Z-Man there. It's a show. It's for entertainment. You don't see Zach going online, going anywhere, saying that he is this and he does that, he does that. You see him being one on a very popular channel, a very entertaining channel.
7561 East Garvey Avenue, Prospect Avenue.
It's Fox Entertainment, I guess. F-A-U-X, Fox, am I saying it right? That's what I would call it, Fox Entertainment, or Fox Reality. It's Fox Reality, kind of, is the best way to describe it. If you guys were watching this on Fox 11 or ABC 7, you would not be doubting anything about it because you would know it's a form of entertainment. You guys are doubting it because for some reason people are... Patty Mayo's a genius. I'll just say that. He is a genius. If you think he's not, well, we're sitting here talking about him, aren't we? So what he's done in the past year is amazing, Patty. All right, so we'll go back to Zach. Zach has training. Zach went through an academy. Not so much a police academy, but it was a security guard academy, security guard with guns and handcuffs, and you know, he didn't just guard stores. Zach was going into the projects and arresting people for tagging and things like that. It's not an easy job to do or want to do. So that's what he was doing before he became a stringer. He became a stringer, matter of fact, no dabbing allowed, because of Josh Harville. So if you know the Stringers LA story, then you know Josh Harville. Zach became a stringer because of Josh Harville. So Zach has training and all that stuff, and continued to train and do that stuff, but didn't do it for his job. He was a stringer by then. And hold on. All right, so Zach does have training and all that stuff. Now, does he have a bounty hunting license? I don't even know if they own it. You need a license to bounty hunt, but has he gone through bounty hunter training? I'm sure Patty showed him. I'm sure he went through a course or two. Patty showed him some stuff. The thing about Patty is a real bounty hunter. He was is a real bounty hunter. So people got real confused when Patty's bounty hunting got entertaining. Real entertaining, real awesome, real cool, real quick. During that year, people were confused, and now they're super confused. The man's a genius and making dollars. Thanks to all of you guys, us, thanks to everybody. All right, I can go on for that for a while, but I know the story behind Zach. I don't know Patty's story, but I know of Patty's story. So the best thing I can say about that is continue to be entertained. Stop questioning it. It's exactly what you think it is. And if you're a 16-year-old that thinks it's real and you're standing up for Patty, going, no, man, he can do this now because he's a deputy and he can go do this, can moonlight. It's all you, dude. Believe it. It's your world. But in the adult world, for everybody who's questioning it, stop. Enjoy it for what it is. It's entertaining. All right, cool. Nobody wants a season 2 from Shot in the Dark. I want a season 2 from Shot in the Dark. And everybody drink. Gordon. How can I get a large press shirt signed by you? Well, Troy, I can sign. No, I'm just kidding. Try. I don't know, man. Incident. No. Incident. My mentor was. My mentor was the owner, and that's who I worked for. You gotta understand, man, On Scene started with 2 dudes. A guy named Rob, I won't give his last name, and a guy named Brent. Brent, I'll give his last name. That's Brent Sporn. Brent Sporn is still with On Scene Video to this day. Rob and Brent started On Scene in the 90s and worked during the day, and during the day only, in the Long Beach area, border Orange County line. Rob, a businessman and a radio man, dispatched Brent to stories. Every once in a while Rob shot a story here or there, but dispatched Brent to stories, and that's what On Scene was in the 90s. In April of 2000, Brent found me drunk at a club, filming my friends, being drunk, being stupid, collecting footage for no reason. I had no reason to collect the footage except I was just collecting footage of my friends, and I had a very nice camera at the time. Brent asked me, along with a bunch of other people that night, you want to do something with that camera? And I said, yeah. I liked what Brent had to offer. I didn't like what everybody else had to offer. It was more club stuff, Source Magazine, things like that. Wanted nothing to do with that. Brent gave me an opportunity to put my stuff on TV with real companies attached to it. ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. So in April of 2000, I joined On Scene Video, and there was 3 of us, and Rob dispatched 2 of us for a year and a half until I went into the night. But while I started in the middle of a Compton gang war, and I hung out in Compton and fed all these shootings, and those shootings made air. It was at that point when shootings started to make air too much, they stopped showing gang shootings. They stopped showing regular shootings unless they had something to go behind it, or 2 or 3 people, or they hit somebody innocent or something like that. So 9/11 happened, then I went from daytime to nighttime by myself, the only guy at On Scene Video to go at night. And then it was me for a while, and then Josh Harville came along, and then Brent saw the money that Josh and I were making. Brent said, I want to stop working during the day and I want to work at night. So now I had a dude in the north, I was in the center, and I had a guy in the south. This center, I was doing fine covering all this on my own. Josh came out, Josh and I were doing okay. Brent came, those 2 guys started coming from the north and the south and making my little area smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, till one day the guy in the north lied to me and I said I'm out. And then I was done with On Scene. 2004-ish. I went to another company for about a month. That didn't work out, although I am still friends with the dude and play golf with him to this day. And then I went to RMG. And at that point, RMG was just doing it for fun. They each had their own full-time real jobs, and they were just stringing for fun. And I saw them in the field, and I said, hey, why don't you guys sell your footage? And they sold their footage and became my competition. I didn't create RMG, they were already there, but I helped them sell their footage. And at that point, I had turned, between Brent, myself, and Josh, we had made On Scene Video the #1 company at night. They were not the #1 company at night before 9/11 because they didn't exist at night. I came along, I did really well. Josh came along, we were kicking ass, and the 2 of us changed the industry. That's a long story. And then Brent came. Brent was always there, but he joined us, and between the 3 of us, we made On Scene #1 at night. And then their BS happened, I left, and then I hit up Howard and I said, hey Howard, do you guys have a logo yet? And he goes, we can make one. Boring chat. Sorry, Janet, go away. Now you don't get to look at me, Janet. So I said, hey Howard, you got a logo? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I wanna work with you. For you, whatever. And like I said, Howard wasn't really stringing at that time. They didn't have a logo on TV. So I started putting that logo on TV. Then I made RMG the #2 company at night. On Scene was still #1 because they replaced me with 6 people the day I left. That's another long story. So On Scene stayed #1, RMG #2. Then in 2012, it's time for me to go on my own, and LOUDLABS is here now. Janet, gotta ruin everyone's party.
Number B, District 4726 Zulu, Cross Street, Pearl Avenue, Newport Engine 64, Newport Medic 63.
And let's be honest, Janet, we weren't chatting. I was talking. So we'll call it a boring talk. If you're gonna put somebody down, put them down right. Thank you, Janet. Josie, I am in Cerritos, just driving around, doing nothing, showing you what Cerritos looks like right now. And I'm going to show you what Cerritos Mall looks like. And that's not what this stream's about. The stream's about me looking for bad things that happen so I can put it on TV. But sometimes we don't want to talk like that because it sounds like we are here to make money off of other people's miseries. Truth hurts. You know what I've noticed? I had a conversation over the internet of all places about racism this past weekend, and you know what I found out? Some people are racist against the truth. Some people are racist against the facts. That's a form of racism I've never seen before. It's really weird. All right, guys, they're telling us where to go. Do we really have to stop if it's telling us where we gotta go and how to go? I'm just kidding, of course we do.
KLS 11053 Belfair Street, Studebaker.
Can we confirm use the website?
Subject is
Truck 33, spot 134, stick ALS at AV Retirement in the lobby. 44523 North 15th Street West, Pillsbury.
Hey, 7's gonna go in the lobby. Hey, copy that. Got it.
So fun, huh? Isn't this exciting? Wow. Scott, have I ever been arrested? Yeah. I always say, man, if you haven't been arrested, you're not trying hard enough.
Have you been out towards Malibu to take a look at that scene out there? Yeah,
And that goes for anything you do, not just stringing.
Yeah, we just did
I'm just
a
kidding.
little lap out there. That's
Spider-Man.
out there.
So is that like a new Spider-Man? I'm confused. That's the second time I've seen this.
Yeah, it's tragic.
Into the Spider-Verse. I'm getting upset right now. It's not Tom Holland, is it? Why they gotta get me all confused with all these Spideys?
11502 South Freeman Avenue, number 3, Imperial Highway.
I watch both Fox News and CNN so I can laugh at what they do to each other, and so you can, you know, make up your own mind about things. Today Fox was they pushed how the economy's doing so good and that a lot of money is going to be spent today. But I've never seen this parking lot so empty on a holiday. This is amazing how empty this parking lot actually is. That doesn't mean money's not being spent. I'm just not seeing it right here in a parking lot that's usually packed, especially on a Black Friday. Wow. It's the day crawler, Maverick. What are you talking about? This is the day crawler. Dude, this place is empty. Not everyone uses the internet, Chopper One. Chopper One, be lucky you live where you live and that you're able to do the internet, or that you have the internet. If you didn't have the internet, you weren't lucky where you lived, or where you were born, I guess is the thing I was trying to say. Dude, these parking lots are empty.
From that road,
Wow.
430 12th Street West. West side.
Wow.
All right, copy. I'll find it.
Frank, go ahead with the plate.
Yeah. Hey, I just pulled it up on my GPS. It is showing up on 12th.
Glenna Lane's you is a Pena.
It's the road that runs.
And
just right
yeah, of
along
course
the
I do.
freeway. I'll be there in about 2 minutes.
I'm guessing everyone's shopping online. I did some shopping online today before I came out. But that's crazy. That's a very empty parking lot compared to what it has been in the past years. Wow. What's up? Neighborhood this morning? Are you asking me what neighborhood I'm in this morning? Right now we're in Cerritos. I just left the Cerritos Mall parking lot. And gonna be going somewhere. I don't know where I'm going. Yes, Backyard Gym. Backyard? I thought I said Blackyard. Yes, Backyard Gym. I am in I'm in Cerritos.
Go forward at 23 is on 105th Street East. You can source code 4. 3 person injured ALS.
This place is empty too.
566 Eastmont Avenue, Hastings Street.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. All right, so where am I gonna go now? I will make my way to, I think we're gonna go to Long Beach Town Center. That's where we're gonna go, Long Beach Town Center. I actually do need to do some shopping. And there is...
Copy, sir, thank you.
Huh. There's a couple things I need to get. And they're right there. They're right there. I'll get them later. I'll get them later. Do.
Put the handle on tag 55, please.
Any golfers on here? We got any golfers? Any golfers? Anybody pay for the pay-per-view that's going on in a little bit? If you golf, then you do know what's going on a little bit. If you just know about golf, then you don't know what's going on a little bit. But if you golf, you know what's going on a little bit. All right. You did, Marcus, right on. So, Joker, are you watching today at noon? The Deviant Crab, you watching? Ashley, you watching? Any of you guys grab the pay-per-view? $19.99. Or you can wait till December 8th and watch it on TNT with commentary. But you will not get the bad words, which is, you know, probably a good thing. But they're not going to have a mute button. And they're not going to get fined for talking. And you're not going to see all the little side stuff. I'm excited. I mean, they're going to stand over a putt, look at each other and be like, 50 grand, I make it? It's going to be awesome. It's already 200 grand that he makes the birdie on the first hole. Yeah, I bought it. I'll be back home at noon. That's what I'm watching while we're decorating for Christmas. I told my wife I'll put the Thanksgiving, because what we do is we put out the pumpkin stuff is what I call it, and some of the pumpkin stuff can go away November 1st, and then some of it can kind of stay until Turkey Day, and once Turkey Day is done, it's all gone. So Turkey Day's done, it's all gone. I told my wife during Tiger Woods I'll put away the pumpkin stuff and I'll break out the Christmas stuff and she can start Christmasing it up. But yeah, you guys bought it. I see you. Do. Yes, that's awesome. Cool. A couple people doing it. Ever golf Myrtle Beach? No, I would love to. I would love to. Yes, I'm gonna watch, Marcus. Absolutely. Unless you bet, then it's worth it. But yes, I am going to watch it, and no, I've never golfed there, and yes, I want to. I will be making my way. That's probably the opposite way. Where's Myrtle Beach? Is that San Diego or is that mid-coast? I'm an idiot, sorry. South Carolina, holy smokes, I'm an idiot. Definitely no. I've never been there, and yes, I would love to go there. Have I coasted Gulf Coast? Have I golfed East Coast? Yes. A few times, multiple times, but only in one place, the Villages. My mom has a place in the Villages, spends a lot of her time there in Florida. I've been lucky enough to go there a few times and golf it up. Arnold's course. What's that chick's course? What's her name? Shoot. And I met her too. I played her course, and then a couple days later I was at a bar and there she was. Nancy? Nancy. Right? Is it Nancy? Dark hair, short, retired, one of the best female golfers in the world. Is it Nancy? I'm an idiot. Anything happening? No, nothing happening. What's my favorite food? Well, if you must ask, what's the worst video you ever had to witness? Man, going from food to that. We're gonna stick at food for a minute. So I have the palate of a 5-year-old, and it hasn't really changed. So as a young child, my favorite food was macaroni and cheese. Yes, Kraft. Nancy Lopez. Bam. I knew it was a Nancy, but yes, Lopez. My favorite meal was, and if Wendy's watching, she'll enjoy this and maybe remember it. My favorite meal is Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I would not let anybody else put the cheese packet in, and if they did, we were all having a terrible time while we were eating that macaroni and cheese. If I didn't put that packet in, we're having a terrible time eating that mac and cheese. But if I did put the packet in, mac and cheese was great, and of course you had hot dogs. So mac and cheese and hot dogs was, and still is, my favorite meal, although I'm an adult. So my favorite meal has moved up to the adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. Anybody here know what the adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs is? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? What is it? What's the adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs? Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Alright, I'm gonna tell you the adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs is fettuccine alfredo with chicken. That's the adult version, and that has moved up to my, it's not my favorite food, but I guess my favorite meal. But anyways, back to the palate of a 5-year-old. If I had to pick and choose a meal every day, these are the 3 it would be, and I can survive off of them. In the morning, bowl of cereal. In the afternoon, sandwich. At night, macaroni and cheese and hot dog. I could do that all day, every day. All day, every day. Okay, where are we going now? Whittier. I can possibly make my way to Whittier and drop some shirts. I don't see myself going anywhere that's not near the 605 due to the fact in case I get a story, I gotta stay along the freeway. Sandwiches with avocado. No, I'm not an avocado guy, which is weird though because I like guacamole. I like guacamole, but I don't like avocado.
You got 2 items too from
That's an industry. Now if it's at the mall, then it's a real story. 41124 North 171st Street. Janet, I like the Raiders when they were here in LA when Howie Long played on the Raiders. And Bo Jackson. Didn't like the Raiders after they left. Nope, not a fan. I will say this though, I am a fan of hype. And the Raiders going to Las Vegas is hype, and that is awesome. It's awesome for the game of football. And I'll tell you why. Look at me being all politician-like with my hand. This is why this is good for football. It's good for football because anybody who lives in the area or anybody at all, if you want to see your favorite team and go have some fun at the same time, go watch them in Las Vegas. For the Raider fans, it's going to be great because they're around here and they get to make their way up there. But let's say you're a Vikings fan and you live in California and you don't get to go back home that often, or it's not even your home, you're just a fan. Well, now you can go see the Vikings play in Vegas. It's good for football. It's good for the NFL that there is a professional football team in Vegas, and there's no better team in Vegas, no better team for Vegas than the Raiders and their fans. Right? I speak the truth. Don't be racist against my truth. Marcus. Marcus, if you go to one of my earlier feeds, or my earlier stream, and it'll be the least viewed stream, if you go to that stream, you will see me golf. I golf a few holes. I even make a birdie on camera.
Yeah, copy that, sir. Stand by, give me about a minute. Should be going at it, so
49ers. 49ers. They were good back in that day, that Jerry Rice day. And I say that Jerry Rice day because Jerry Rice was lucky enough to have 2 awesome quarterbacks. You don't get that often. And when I say that often, it happened in Frisco and it happened in Green Bay. Green Bay got lucky too. They got real lucky.
He's holding the gun still in his hand.
Uh-oh. Why are you holding the gun in your hand? It's way too far from me. Right? The answer is yes. Patriots. Yeah, well, Chopper, it looks like your dynasty's slowly coming to an end, man.
Hey, units, once again, I want all my units to 9LFB at the 9LFB spot.
Now, I admit, he is the GOAT. I'm saying he's definitely the GOAT, but I think their dynasty is up. And don't look that way. Thank you.
Malibu County Road and Pacific Crest Highway reported a mile towards the tunnel from
And I'm not,
the right-hand side.
ooh, and I'm not saying this next part just because I am a Rams fan and I do like what's happening here in LA. They have, I'm not going to say they are the next because I'm in the news industry and I know how to word things. They are possibly the next dynasty in the waiting. Look at that young coach and look at that young quarterback and look at the season they're having now. And if they stick together and in 10 years, they could possibly be the next dynasty, or the starting of is happening now. I mean, the Saints, holy smokes, and the Chiefs, dude, those 3 teams right now. And I'm not knocking Brady and Belichick out at all. Those guys will find a way to win. There's a good chance we will see them in the Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, it's coming to an end. Nothing lasts forever. Not all good things last forever. It's impossible. When you're at the top, there's only one way to go down. Wait, I said everything. I said 2 lines in one. When you're at the top, there's only one way to go. Down. It is about time for a new dynasty, and I think it's the Rams, man. I think it's the Rams. I really do. The only problem is they have 0 wins, so it's the start of a new dynasty, and I think they're going to go into their new stadium very, very comfortable. I think they're going to go into their new stadium. They might even go into their new stadium with a win. And then, if I'm not mistaken, their new stadium is the home of a Super Bowl soon. And how cool would that be? When's the last time that happened? Somebody want to hit Google? When's the last time that the home team had the home team advantage? As in, the Super Bowl was in their city. Was it the Saints? Was it the Saints? Did they? No, they didn't. No. Raiders don't have a chance now. Raiders don't have a chance to win like the playoffs, but they have a chance in the NFL to make a dent, to make a new start for themselves with the old ways, kind of. I have a lot of Raider fan friends. I do. I'm not a Raider hater.
Engine Squad 39, entry ALS, Bellegarde Spanner. 8424 Southeastern Avenue, room 101.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers, Marcus, and I've had this conversation before, and since we're talking football, I'll say it again. He reloaded his weapon. Wait, did that mean he shot his weapon? If he reloaded it, that means he shot it.
Hey, poor boy, we're gonna start rolling in, dude. Okay? We got 5 units here, so just roll in with us.
5 units going in. This is happening somewhere near the City of Industry, Hacienda Heights area. Go, go, go. Dude, I am 20 minutes away driving fast, asking for a ticket. I'm 30 minutes away not asking for a ticket. Right? Yeah. I'm in Long Beach right now. And that's in basically the 16th. So back to Aaron Rodgers and football. I had this discussion with LOUDLABS a few years back, and I say that because LOUDLABS isn't just the name of my company, it's the name of an artist. So I was talking to the artist, I was talking to Todd, and we were watching football, and back in the day...
Be here on Molinder and Juba Store, just right north, just watch.
Back in the day, you could be down by 3 touchdowns and have 5 minutes left, and there's a few quarterbacks, you put that ball in their hand, you feel you still had a chance, and you do. One of them being Montana, Elway, one of the Mannings, Favre, and I'm sure I missed a bunch, but like I'll give you an example. The days of being king stringer are done. There's no more such thing as being the king stringer because there's too many stringers out there. One guy can't get all the stories anymore. Now there's king companies. That's what it's moved into. But so it's hard. People get better. People adapt. So it's hard to be king stringer, just like it's hard to be king quarterback these days. There's 2 quarterbacks in the NFL right now that if you are 3 touchdowns down and there's 5 minutes left and the ball's in your hand, your coach and team feel that you can do it, that we can do it. There's only 2 in the league right now. And I'm sure you guys can figure out who those 2 are. But the days of those quarterbacks being king quarterback is slowly coming down. You put it in Goff's hand. You're 3 touchdowns down, and Goff, you guys are half right there. Breeze, you want to say that because he's been around for a while, but if put the ball in Breeze's hand, 3 touchdowns down, 5 minutes left. Do you think you have a chance? Same thing with, I was just going Goff. Same thing with Goff. Do you have a chance? I'm a fan, but I'm going to say, no, man. But Patriots, yes. You put the ball in Brady's hand, 3 touchdowns. I mean, dude, look at the World Series. Look at the Super Bowl they won. It's basically almost that. The other one is Rodgers. The other one's Rodgers. Rodgers is part of that elite group of 3 touchdowns down, 5 minutes left. We got this. Everybody else, Saints are Saints are Brady and Rodgers. Yeah. I love how you took one last name and one first name. It's called Brady Rodgers, right? That's what we did. We call him Brady Rodgers. So we are in Long Beach, basically passing the Long Beach airport, listening to Long Beach things, trying to find a story in Long Beach now.
There he is, 49, Fire Department, 1490, we're clear on Wood Road, Edge 14 clear.
There are some good quarterbacks out there, but the league has changed. It's not the same. And I don't know anything about football, by the way. I don't know anything about football.
We're going to be transporting.
So don't take the words I say.
Client to Exodus and Harbor, UCLA.
I like how they call him a client.
And then we will be out of the city.
I like how they just called him a client.
370 copy.
might lose you, but I promise you'll come back.
I just want to confirm the Toyota, it's a sedan, is that correct?
Engine 43, well, 118, entry ALS, 1521 South Larchwood Road, Gale Mon. 10-4, it's a Toyota Corolla.
10-4.
I think fire department was just called to location of the man with the gun, but it was not for a shooting. It was for an injury. Possibly. I could be wrong. Where's the next drop? Long Beach, Bellflower? I don't know. I keep forgetting. I have some shirts on me. I keep forgetting. I might do a drop here in Long Beach. Someone wants me to go to Whittier. All I know is I need to get my butt home before noon. And it's only 9:20 right now, so I think we're aight. We aight.
Silverstone or Molander to avoid crossfire. So anybody else, 911 B spot, it's gonna be over.
I lied. That call out was not for the shooting guy. The shooting guy is still. I don't know if he's actually shot. I just know he has a gun. Interesting. Interesting.
Hey, for the informant number 48, the DP vehicle is in the receiving area of the business.
Do you always roll the 605? I'll bring you just in case craft first t-shirt. I roll anywhere in LA County. I'm all over the place. I rolled 605 today because it was near Cerritos Mall and I wanted to start my night. I wanted to start my day at Cerritos Mall since we're doing Black Friday, and I wanted to see if there was people there, and there was nobody there.
Engine 4 Rescue 17 Pacific Palms, 1020 terminal room 212. 91-year-old female unconscious.
What just happened? Nothing happened.
Palms, 1020 terminal in room 212.
Looks like a male with a red sweater, blue jeans. They'll be sitting on the front porch of that location, target location, and he is facing southbound towards the street, guys. We got a plan together. I can do some call out, have him step out to the street, or whatever you want.
All right, so helicopter's overhead of that scene right now. But
I'm looking right now. It looks like the security door of the front door is wide open. I can see his hands. However, I can't tell if I can see a 417. Nothing really to point out to you guys. I know it's a small revolver, but the security door of that target location is. Okay, you copy that. Stand by. We're gonna get a bunch together. Not a problem, and you know what? You guys have no containment. I have nobody to the north off of Double Grove.
Don, that might be the case, but the problem is,
And he is walking on the driveway.
the longer I take, the more the area gets blocked off, and I won't be able to get in there. So I would still be on my way. I'd probably be passing maybe Beverly by now if I was lucky, and that would still not let me.
She's a female, white, 50 to 60 years, black sweater.
I know what I'm doing.
She's going over and touching customers' food. We would just like to move along. It's a fading message from earlier today. This call number is going to be 4.
Jassy, no, I've never seen a UFO while stringing. I have seen one while driving at night once. Where's the man with the gun?
One more unit to set up on Superstore, just west of the low, to avoid to stop traffic coming westbound.
Somewhere.
He went underneath a looks like a little patio cover. I think he's trying to play our orbit right now, and he's walking around the east side of his house. I lost odds on him here, so I'm pretty sure.
Somewhere in the Azusa Hacienda Heights area, City of Industry area.
Right now in orbit. So he's still at the target location. Let's just get a containment up around this house. Yeah, copy that. Down to y'all. Just around. Straight up, let me know.
Okay, I got one unit now set up to the north. To the north, the circle driveway that has all the vehicles in it is going to be directly north of our target location. And I lost odds on the suspect. He was wondering if the patio, walking around the house. So, like I said, he's trying to play our orbit. I'm coming around. No, I still got a metal red shirt. The initial guy, he's actually in the backyard. And, you know, he shoved something into his sweater. I can't tell what that is.
J. Cole,
Have another guy,
it was amazing. It was cool. It was very cool. We enjoyed ourselves. What I didn't tell everybody is I went on a hike with Austin from RMG. He brought his 2 kids, I brought 2 of my 3 kids, and we went for a 3-mile hike. Mile and a half each way. Well, walk. There's a difference between a walk and a hike, and I had to explain this to my kids. I told my kids, Austin and I went for a walk. You guys went hiking while we were walking. And they're like, what's the difference? I was like, well, one of them you use your hands, and the other one you don't.
Okay, copy that. If you still have
But thanks for asking. It was fun. It was great. Went on a hike with Austin one day, and then went and played in the snow the following day. And then the following day after that, grubbed on some food. It is a beautiful day where I am. I am in Long Beach right now. In the beautiful city of Long Beach. And I think I'm going to go do a shirt tee drop. I think I'm going to go do a t-shirt drop right now in the Target parking lot on Atlantic and 33rd, I believe is where it is. And I'll put them over near the oil machinery thing at Bobbers. The oil sucker outers. The drills. Or Derek's? I don't know. You guys tell me. Well, it's nice to see me during the day too.
417 subject, any canine unit?
Yeah, you know what? He's trying to keep his, he has a large dog. He's trying to keep his dog with him, and he just sat down now on his front porch in a chair by the front door of the target location.
What a not cool dude. The dude has a dog with him, and he's keeping his dog with him. The police are going to go in there and start trying to take him into custody. It's not cool that he puts his dog in the...
Not even a paper plate, right?
No, it's not cool that he gets his dog involved. J. Cole, they're talking about a story or a situation. I'm not going to call it a story. They're talking about a situation going on about 20, well, now it's about 30 minutes from me. When it started, it was about 20 minutes from me. And if I would have left right when it started, I would be probably about 7 minutes out now. But I'd also be further back than I'd want to be when I got there. That's not where I am right now. Right now I'm at Atlantic and 33rd in a Target parking lot in about 30 seconds.
Jose? Yeah, go ahead. This is Almeida. I have eyes on him from right here. Arrow, you bike. Engine Squad 47, 6 KLS. Golden State Healthcare. 5522 Gracewood Avenue. Number 811 B Bravo. Dane.
Arrow, you bike.
Go ahead, sorry about that.
I guess we believe this could be Andrew. Can you do some call-outs?
Copy that. And further on that description, though, large red sweater, blue jeans.
What's up, everybody? Hi.
Work boots or hiking boots.
Hi, how are you?
He's going to have dark hair and...
Alright, I don't want to listen to something that's tying up my radios for something that's not near me. Sorry, guys.
Engine 4, go ahead. Engine 42, 3J
I know first resource, or sorry, first source news. I'd turn me down too. I actually had to turn me down right now so I could hear my own stuff. I don't want to hear you guys anymore. I don't want to hear that. And just because a man has a gun doesn't mean it's a story. What's up, Signal Hill PD? How are you? Mr. Signal Hill PD came to say hi. What up, Big Bob? What up, Big Bob? Thank you. I hope you did also. I hope everybody had a great holiday. All right, so what do we got here? Double X. So we are in Signal Hill. I always thought this was Long Beach. I guess this is Signal Hill. What do I know? Avalon on the 405. I'm near there, kind of. What do we got going on Avalon on the 405? Nothing. All right, I'm a big fat liar. Hey, Steve. All right, we got a double X. Loud Labs. What else can we find here? We don't want another double X. Let's mix them up.
Long Beach Auto Parts at 1310
Let's mix them up.
1310 Stanley.
An extra large.
A silver Nissan Altima.
Loud Lab
He
show.
just wanted it cited only. He's the owner. He doesn't want it towed, just cited.
Okay, can you give me a first address?
Show me on 342.1, 7 Atlantic.
40 David. We're trying to contact the
Warrington 97, Red 594, application.
cell phone call at this time. It was the
66, no on.
Hey, burping.
ID card only, understand. And 54 and 24, copy your 1097. We had a second CP call in that she was throwing tissues on other customers' table.
Just confirm you're checking for the vehicle. Okay, I'll be in there.
Chopper 1. No, at this point in time, we don't. We did, and then I sold out of a couple sizes and styles, and I took everything down, and the leftovers are what you are seeing me give away. Yeah. Yeah. So, the white one with the palm tree is sick. They all have that on the back. They all have that little logo on the back. Anybody near Long Beach or Signal Hill? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? If not, I saw some dude over there that needs the shirt more than you guys want the shirt, if you know what I mean. Maybe I'll go give him some shirts. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, right? Let's go find out what size he is. Since no one's saying they're near Long Beach. So that Signal Hill, Long Beach resident will get one. Let's see, do we see him over here? Where you at? I think he's up front. Oh, he's way over there.
I've gone through the Winco one already once. I'm going to loop around a second time if I can spot him. Okay, copy.
I can go that way. That way is not going to work. I don't want to drive on here. Check.
1509, Cerritos across go ahead.
What's this guy doing?
I'm on the line with us now.
Copy that. So the jet's gonna get hold of you, but yeah, Juba store and Walnut.
All right, so he's a medium or large. So I'm gonna give him all the medium and larges I have in here. What do we got? That's an extra large. That's a large. That's a large. That's a medium. That's a medium. Do you have any bottled waters in here? I do. Check me out.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Will Academy on Griffin. You can set up a CP there. We don't have anybody. So I need you to, right now, I need you to set it up instead. Try to get you some units from Pico and Wallet. We already have units from Wallet, rolling code 3.
That dude was cool, and I never carry cash or change in my pocket. It's always under my mat. So let's see what I got. Got about $4.
Squad 21 seizure, Redondo Beach Boulevard, Prairie Avenue, gas station.
Go watch out for the rocks. What if I got a flat tire? That'd be pretty ironic.
143, spot 149. Entry 3750.
Where's my stuff? Is it in here? Boop. Boop. Ah, there it is. I found it. I found it.
Sitting inside a white four-door vehicle in the parking lot for the past 2 hours with no plates. The one hit moved along. The RP, the manager, who's available for contact.
Alright, so I need to change a battery out. We're gonna go back to where we were parked here and change that bat tray out. Boop, boop. There we go. And open. Open says me.
Spot 32 on Charges 541 Manning Street, O'Malley Avenue.
All right, to my Whittier peep, I hope you're not a medium or large. I hope you're an extra large or a double X. And If I do a drop off the 605, are you able to go get it? Like, do you have a vehicle or a vehicle that you can go get your drop? You are a large and medium. Sorry, buddy. Just gave your shirt to somebody who needed them more than you, I'm assuming. They tearing down the Washington Hotel? I don't know. Lots of perfect places to see. To set up and give us a rundown. We need a tour of your car and how it's set up. Dawn? Nah. It's too old school, man. I'm embarrassed of it, to be honest with you. Drop at Golden Corral, double XL. Like across behind me? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, wait, that's not Golden Corral. That's, what is that? It used to be, I think it was a Chinese buffet. I don't remember. I need a story. The story of a man named Lady. Hey! Vive Wolf. Oh, well, he didn't quite ask the question. So, a sip. Everybody take a sip. Bellflower in the 91. Oh, there. Oh, Bellflower, 91 and 605. That Golden Corral. Gotcha. I know where that's at. What happened to Shot in the Dark? It's still up there. You can watch it. Season 1, episodes 1 through 8. No word on 2 yet. No word on 2. Double X and Target on Southgate. All right, come on. Where my stories at? If I was a story, where would I be? If I was a story, I'd want to be right here on my camera. Terrible quality on mine. Vive Wolf, this is season 2. We're just doing it live, starring only me. What scanners do I use? The ones that everybody else uses, and probably ones that were made before they were born. I use the ones that make noises and tell me the stories I need to do. Just like everybody else, man. Motorola, Uniden. What is the BCT 15X? And then there's some other ones in here too. No, you can't drive from Connecticut. Although, Jennifer, I have family in Connecticut, and I will be in the Connecticut area soon. I got family in New Milford. PCH Normandy, JK.
Rescue 61.
JK, didn't you get some? Or who's got some shirts already? Who was lucky enough to go pick that stuff up? Vive Wolf. It's been done. They don't like it when media shows up. It doesn't help their case. The case where they think they're not doing anything wrong and that people should just let them do what they're doing because they're just out there for good. Me putting it on TV doesn't help that case. New Milford's right around the corner for me. And I went like this because I just remembered a story that came out of that area that my family was not involved in, but dated somebody who was involved in it and then lost his girlfriend because she's in prison now. It's not funny, but it was funny at the time. It wasn't funny at the time for the family, but it was funny at the time because we didn't like that girl anyways. And I'm guessing, Jennifer, you know the story I'm talking about. It's a small area, so you have to. And I'm thinking 15 years ago? Maybe 15 years ago, I think. Got any shirts for my 1-year-old? I don't, LAX. I'm sorry. I don't have any 1-year-old shirts. I have made little kid shirts in the past, but those were custom made. And my daughter has some. Sacramento. Actually, my cousin is in Sacramento right now. The cousin who runs the 8, not the cousin who was involved in that New Milford story. That was actually his brother. Buy one or donate. LAX, it's gonna be a minute before I do. Uh-oh. Are the rumors true about you having killed your first wife or a stupid shack in the woods? Obviously. I've only had one wife and she alive and well. So apparently you be trolling. You be trolling. You be trolling. LAX, I'm not going to be doing any custom-made shirts anytime soon. I am going to drive, though. I don't want to answer questions anymore. Send you one, please. I get a lot of those requests.
Okay, 7387 Harvard for transportation.
I'll tell you what, though. You did say the right thing. You said, please, and that means a lot. You can get a lot of places in this world just by using your manners. It's amazing. That's one thing my my mom did put in me, and it's funny because she put it in me with yeah. Well, sometimes things get said. My mom instilled in me manners, and the way she did it was by using force. She beat manners into me. You don't say thank you, you didn't get, what are the magic words? You get smacked in the face. You learn to say please and thank you real quick. And it's gotten me a long way. You can be the worst kid in class, but as long as you say please and thank you can get away with a lot of stuff. Stealing my arm tattoo idea. Which one, Andrew? I got 2 arms. Which one you stealing? You stealing my maps? From where, though? From where? Love your passion, dedication to your profession. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for seeing that. I do strive for that. I do have a passion. What are you doing? Who's behind me? What do you want? I don't know you. Dial of life. No matter what it is you do, guys, take passion in what you do. Clint Eastwood did say it doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it. I believe it. Well, the Deviant Crab, we just had this discussion last night over Thanksgiving dinner. As a single person living in California was amazing and is amazing if you're single. As a family man, now as a family man with a wife and 3 children, California's not so easy when it comes to the dollars. You get more bang for your buck in other places. But can I do this in other places? Absolutely not. No matter what city I go do this in, I'm gonna go make that city look bad good, if that makes sense to you. So, I love living in California. Do I love living here with my kids? Let's say I had an endless amount of dollars. Would I want to live here with my kids? Absolutely, because that's where my friends and family are from. And you can get yourself a great view. But is it feasible and reasonable to live here with your family? I'm lucky. I'm able to make dollars enough to where I can. I feed 4 mouths, including mine, which is 5. So if I was to have this income in another state, I'd be gone quick. I'd be living in luxury, but that's not going to happen. So luckily I make enough money here to do what I do and, you know, support my family modestly, if that's the right word. No one's starving, although one of my kids is, well, they're both, two of my kids are real skinny, but that's not my fault. But yeah, to answer your question, I like living here, but as a family man, it makes you think now. Ah, the maps, right on, Andrew. I took it, I think this is the Thomas Guide freeway system, but it's the freeway system of Orange County and LA County, where I was born and raised and grew up and played. Any drop-offs in South Central? Not today. Will season 2 be more crazy with some of your shots? Vive? They hope so. We hope so. Uh-oh. What's that person? If you had to move, though, where would it be? It's a tough one, man. I have family. I have a mom who is the grandmother, not to just my kids, to other people's kids. So, in a perfect world, if my family can go with me and everybody go together somewhere in the mountains, whether it's the mountains of Lake Tahoe or the mountains of Colorado or the mountains of Washington or Oregon, I like the mountains. I want to go to the mountains. Can I do my job in any of those places I just mentioned? Nope. 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 Denver would be the closest, but like I said, man, I'm gonna make Denver look bad real good. So it's not in my cards. And I just had this discussion yesterday with my brother-in-law, I guess we call him. And I'm staying in Southern California. Definitely staying in Southern California, not going anywhere anytime soon. And if I stay in Southern California, it means I'm going to be somewhere near LA County. I could be on the outskirts of LA County, but you guys need to understand, because I understand this. Nobody wants to watch me do my job in another city all the time. Like when I go to Dallas and do a live stream, cool. When I go to New York and do a live stream, cool. When I go to Vegas and do a live stream, cool. But if I did this job in Dallas as my living, it wouldn't be as entertaining. You guys like me because I do South Central. You guys like me because I am in the places that the world knows to be the worst. You guys like me because I'm in the hood, as opposed to, I know every city has the hood. Chicago, let's say I go to Chicago. Chicago is very, very, very busy right now. Would it be as exciting for you guys to watch me do this in Chicago? No, I'm not from Chicago. I can't tell you about Chicago history. I can't talk to you about things that happened in Chicago 20 years ago. I can sure talk about all kinds of things that happened in LA Orange County 20 years ago, because I was there. So, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here, man. Staying right here. I'm going to pick my nose for you, too. The deviant crab. Sorry if you asked me these questions for people wanting to move to Cali. Don't unless you're single. If you're single, come on out, man. But if you have a family, it's not really good. It's not a good place to move. And there is no too many questions if I'm parked. There's too many questions if I'm not parked. SLO is my second favorite place. Janet, I will be making my way up there soon. That's the first market that I'm gonna go to. Well, I take that back. I think I'm going to New York sooner than San Luis Obispo. But I will be going to San Luis Obispo here soon, and I will be stringing with Miguel, my San Luis Obispo stringer. How many miles on that Charger? 42,567. Sup, Scott? What am I doing in the daylight, right? I know, huh? I've been on vacation for a while. I haven't streamed in a minute. I figured I'd come out here and stream because it's Black Friday and it's a holiday. Well, Black Friday is not the holiday, but because it's the holiday and everybody's off work today, I can move about the town. So I'm looking for, unfortunately, something bad to happen here during the day. My Thanksgiving was good, thank you. How was yours? What do I think about the wildfires? Kim, they suck. And what's gonna be worse is the mudslides. Mudslides are actually worse than the fires. The fires, you can see them coming. Mudslides, it's just on you quick, man. Ooh, traffic collision in Compton. Do we want to go to Compton? It's just a crash though, nothing exciting. Yes, Detroit does have the lowest. If you want to invest in a house, you can buy yourself a house for $1,500 bucks. You can buy yourself a house for $5,000. Most likely that house will be burned down and you're going to own the property. Hold that property, and in maybe 20, 30 years, someone's going to revise it, and now you have that property. But there is good investments in Detroit. Same with downtown Detroit. People are buying $1 million skyscrapers for pennies on the dollar in hopes that when it's revitalized in 10, 15, 20 years, they'll have something there. But don't listen to me. I know nothing. Did I ever shoot Super VHS back in the day? No. I shot regular VHS. And sometimes Super High 8. No, I never shot Super High 8. I'm making stuff up. I think it's called Super 8. I don't remember. But yeah, man. I'm old enough to... I used to take 2 VCRs together and make my own video cuts. That's how I edited back in the 80s? 90s? That's how I edited in the late 80s, early 90s. We edited with two VCRs. I could do slow-mo, I could do fast forward, I could do rewind, I could do all kinds of stuff. But did I ever shoot with it? That's the question I guess I should mess around with. Yes, but I never owned one. My friend's parents did. And ironically, the friend's parents that had money. I guess VHS camcorders were expensive back then. We didn't have one. Detroit has high property taxes. That's because they know what's up. What happened to the other guys? The one guy who filmed with his brother and the other guy who was a complete... Well, things happen, man. What happened is one strings and one doesn't. Where's your back seat? In my garage? No, in my storage unit. Looking at my stuff back there. I'll show you my back seat. That's where my camera is. See? Camera's right there with apparently some stuff on it. Some shirts. Some shirts. The camera's in there. And then that is a shirt holder right now. But I don't have a back seat. I don't need one. You're a firefighter here in Kentucky, and we don't mind many calls. We're waiting for a call as a trigger. Ha. Well, right on. Well, Steamway Clean. That's cool that you found that. A lot of people are starting to find that, and it's cool because we'll call that the prequel. You got to watch the prequel. Was it weird seeing me and Howard work together? And people are asking if we merged. I can honestly say Howard and I have been working strong together for 15 years. But Howard wasn't always a stringer during those 15 years. Don't let his little speeches, don't let Howard's speeches, don't believe everything Howard says on TV. I'll say that. Don't believe everything Howard says on TV. What up, fake Jake Paul? Hey, 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 hey. Did we get them all? Jake Paul, obviously. Oh, that last one, or the first one should have been, hey. And then the other three. Hey, hey, hey. All right, guys, what time is it? 10 o'clock. All right, cool. We're gonna let you out. What would you recommend for someone that wants to be a stringer?
One boy.
I recommend you don't think it's gonna change your career. Don't think it's gonna be your new career.
7 Tom Robert Lincoln 053.
If you like playing with cameras, if you like seeing your stuff on TV, or if you're into radios and scanners and fires and polices, then it's the right thing for you. But don't think that it's gonna change your life. It's not going to be a career changer for you. It's a job of passion.
At 1243.
But to answer your question, I'd recommend that you don't invest any money. My dad says I need more coffee. It's right here, Dad, and just about to open it. My dad can see I'm getting tired. Don't invest any money. Put a scanner app on your phone. Use your phone to record your stories. Send your stories to the stations if you can figure it out. If not, upload them to social media and attach the stations. That's what I suggest. What was the 5 things I said that you needed to be? All right, you ready? And I know, you gotta understand, man. I know I said 5 and I went to 6 and I did it on purpose, just like I'm about to do it again. I know I contradict myself, but you have to understand, man, I'm a walking contradiction on purpose. On purpose. It makes you think. So, the 5 things that you need to be a stringer. You need a car. You need a camera. You need a scanner. You need a computer. And you need a phone. And the 6th thing, I can't teach you. It's called the hustle. Sound familiar, guys? You live in Georgia. Right on, dude. Woo, I don't know if anybody asked. Anybody ask where fake Jake Paul lives? I was giving you a hard time, Jake. Wow, dude. Right? TMDPC, those things are illegal. I don't know how they're legal. Did you just litter? If I caught, he's lucky I didn't. I don't think he littered. but I must say, he's very lucky he didn't litter right now. You guys would have saw a litter confrontation. And litter confrontations suck because there's times where I've almost gotten to physical altercations because of my litter, where I'm putting somebody on blast, but now I'm gonna fight somebody because of it, or the last situation shot because of it. Oh man, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. But if you're gonna litter and you litter in front of me while I'm doing a live feed, people are gonna see it, and you's gonna get exposed. All right, so I love seeing your Charger whip around. Thank you, thank you. I have to take I gotta take the I have to turn the slide thing off. This is an all-wheel drive. It's really hard to get this thing sideways. So in order to get it sideways, you gotta take off the slide protector. Littering is bad for the environment. Yes, I'm about to say something right now that some of you guys won't like, but it is what it is. People who litter are gay, but not in the cool West Hollywood way. Think about that. Pound the rock star. I'm not gonna pound it, but I will drink it. And that litter statement I said does need some explaining, but if I have to explain it, then you don't get it. But the people that it bothers, you have to understand the people, there's two kinds of people that it bothers. The people that I'm using that word derogatory and the people that don't want to be called it. The people that don't like me calling it derogatory, it's the only way to get to the people that don't like being called it. So yes, I'm using bad for good, but I'm also making people think. That's what this tattoo's for. I'm going to be doing a litter campaign soon. And part of my litter campaign, that was part of it. And I have a couple other things. And because of drones, I can actually do my litter campaign. I have a lot of ideas for the campaign, but it all starts with this one particular edit. And I just have to do it. I just have to do it. Yeah, man, I know I'm not supposed to use that word in a derogatory way, but the people I'm going for don't understand that. And they don't want to be called that, and maybe it'll make them think about picking up trash. I'm a visual person. Litter is ugly. Litter is ugly, so it ain't gonna work. Do I carry a firearm? Is my mind a weapon? If that's the case, yes. Do I carry a gun? Nope, I don't. I have guns. They're at home right now. My wife likes them. You can go say hi to her if you want. She lives that way. No, I don't carry a firearm. Although, my brother sells ammunition, and if I was into guns, I'd have a lot of ammo. What was that out you during the daylight? What? Oh, what has me out during the daylight? I've been on vacation for the past few days. I haven't really been out as a stringer. I didn't get a chance to go out last night. I woke up this morning too late. I woke up at 3:30. I don't like being out when the sun goes, and because it's a holiday right now, there's no traffic. So if there is a story, I'm able to move about the country, move about the city, move about the county. What? All right, right, drive stroll. Yeah, they're ready to be a Trump supporter. Thumbs down. What? What are we talking about, Earl? What you talking about, Earl? Oh, you talking about me? Never been called a redneck. Been called a wetback, but I never been called a redneck. But it's funny because it was a redneck calling me a wetback. Nah, that's what my friends used to call me because I'm a quarter Mexican. I was called a wetback growing up. How do you feel going on a call? How do you feel when you ran out of gas going to that call? I was pissed. But it wasn't, they edited it differently. The real story of that night was, I just left a call and I'm like, I need to get gas. And another call came out and I went to that call. And as soon as I was done with that call, I'm like, I need to get gas. Another call came out, I went to that call. Then another call came out and I was like, I need to get gas. And as I was going to that call, I ran out of gas. Where do I live? I live in California. Swiping his card for having so much ammunition. I don't know if he's still in the ammunition business. Dad, is he still in the ammunition business? Good morning, sir. So, I was actually, whatever they edited it to, that's not what I was going to. I was going to a vehicle versus pedestrian hit and run, and I actually did get a hit. I don't know what the TV show edited, but I did get a hit that night. Or maybe 2, I think, on that story, which was funny, because I ran out of gas, and I'm like, I'm going to go to that story, and I did. Hit and run with injuries, hit and run no injuries. All right, don't be changing stuff on me, guys. Or at least you got gas. I did. Yes, my brother does still. And my brother is a very smart man. Any ammunition he sells, he's selling it legally and correctly and knows all the laws and rules. Well, I guess I can advertise Ammo Zone. Right, Dad? Oh, my dad still sells too. I thought you stopped. Oh, you're in Texas now. Well, my dad was selling ammunition for my brother in California, but then there was some laws about transporting stuff from Arkansas to California. My dad kind of stopped selling ammunition, but my dad has a lot of friends that live up in Coarse Gold that likes guns and did well up there selling my brother's ammunition. But you can buy my brother's ammunition at Ammo Zone. I think it's ammozone.com. That's my brother's company. Anybody need some guns and weapons? Not guns. Anybody needs some ammo? And I believe he has blow-up targets. You got 2 subs. Dude, okay. I think you about to start getting ignored, sir. Because you haven't said anything with substance, Jake. So. Yeah, my brother. Just carry 5 cal repack with fuel and an individual first aid kit. Yeah, I should, but I don't. And the reason I don't is because I'm not going to be the guy to do first aid with somebody. That's not me, man. And as gas goes, I always have a half a tank in my car. And when I get below that, I fill it up. You got guns? I do. Not on me though. At home. And I think I'm getting a new one. I think that's the plan. My wife's neighbor wants to get one. So we might be going in and getting a couple. Wait, my wife's neighbor. My wife's friend. Whatever. Are you down on the stream when the whole camera could? Are you done to down the stream? Yes, I am. If they let me. The cool thing is in my contract, because there are contracts, we're kind of not allowed to do other things and show people what we're doing. But in my contract, because I was doing a YouTube thing before that, I'm able to do this. Can I go live for 4 hours when they're in the car? No. Will I be able to go live little here, little there? Absolutely. No. Deviant crab. What I want from people is dedication. I want someone who's going to do it. What's going on with my back seat? Nothing. There is no back seat. Don't worry about what's going on back there. It's like a speaker box. Ooh. The bus fire. Yes, J. Cole, it was. That was a good story. That was a good story for the producers and director because that happened on the first week of filming, and that set the tone. And we started filming December 6th, 7th, and 8th. So that first week, or was it 8, 9, and 10? Whatever the Thursday was. We started filming, and then 3 weeks later, the Austin crash took place on New Year's Eve. So once they got the fire, and then they got the Austin, everything revolved around those 2 things. The rest of the show revolved around that. Because the fire showed the competition factor of how serious it was between Howard, Zach, and I, and then the crash for the obvious reasons. When are you going to start stringing? Vive, I'm stringing now. This is stringing. The show you watched isn't stringing. The show you watched is what happens when stringers get a call. But stringing is sitting on your butt waiting for a call. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here waiting for a call. And I'm probably going to start moving here. Have I ever thought about getting a Hellcat? No, and the reason is you don't. That's too much car to string in. There's no reason to string in a car like that. The car I'm driving now is just fine. Hellcats are great, but they're not stringer vehicles. They're race cars. This is pretty close to a race car, and I'm happy that I have it. New season, velocity, everybody drink. Including me. But I'm not going to drink alcohol. I'm going to drink myself a Monster. Ooh, that was a good one.
Let's see that repeat.
You ever pick your nose so good you can breathe better? And I did. J. Cole, that's because haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Shelby, no, Vive, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for, there's a reason why we set up the cars we set up. And that wouldn't work. Alright, I'm gonna need to get some tweezers. That hair is bothering me and it keeps tickling me. Oop, I got a bunch of hairs on that one. Or maybe I don't need tweezers. Maybe I need to cut my fingers, my fingernails.
CP tractable 1746 meter 931 the CP alley 0. CP saw male white 50s heavy set. Child unknown sex, talking 7 years old. Then saw the CP, started testing at the CP, and then took the child back inside. The CP can point out.
Yeah, dude. I did pick one I can breathe better. Yes, there is a lot of bolos, and that's because I'm listening to sheriffs and Long Beach PD, because I'm in Long Beach right now. Well, Signal Hill, but whatever. It would be cool to run dual camera setup for your cars and we watch your back, so we could watch your back for your. Nah, I kind of do. I mean, I take this with me, and I watch my own back. To be honest with you, my head's on a swivel. I rarely look forward. Even when I'm recording, I rarely look forward. What feed are you listening to on your scanner? It's not a feed, and I'm just listening to everything right now, because where I'm sitting, I'm listening to all of Long Beach. I'm listening to LA County Fire, LA Sheriffs, and all kinds of things in between. There you go, Jeff. He knows what's up. All right, these are good sounds. Let's see what they have to say. Ooh, real good sounds. Come on. I'm not really in county's area. Well, I'm in 36s. Hopefully they say 36s, 105s, 45s.
401, the Boulevard.
Engine 7, engine 38, engine 172, squad 7.
West Hollywood.
Engine 1, city engine 41, West engine 1 and 23. Battalion 1 and Battalion 20, construction 7870 Santa Monica, crossing 1 stroke.
So it's structure for our call out, and that's going to be in
Engine 10, Dollar Bay 20028.
West Hollywood, not for us.
Cross Fern Rock.
Alright, come on. I mean, I at least have to show you guys a fire truck or a police car. Well, we did say police car. It drove by us. We like those tones on Blue 8. We love those tones on Blue 8. What do those sounds mean? Those sounds mean a call is coming. A call is coming. That's what those sounds mean. And they were nothing. It didn't work out for me. What's going on over here? That's what's going on. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, so I have double X and I have large. No, I lied. I have double X and I have XL. Anybody double X and XL within a 20-mile radius of Long Beach? You want to watch my videos and your live stream at the same time? Alright, now let's check this out. If you saw my previous stream, it ended with me at a shooting where 5 people were shot. If you go watch the video, you actually see my point of view, not just the stream point of view. I'm within 2,000 miles. That doesn't happen. Or it does happen, but that's not going to happen. What department do you like more? I don't have a particular. I don't discriminate. My parents taught me what. 40 miles-ish. That's too far. So what's my greatest shot from stringing? I don't know, man. Everybody always asks me that. I don't know. Because, I mean, that can go 2 ways. The greatest shot, like, what's the best shot I've ever got? Or what's the shot that created the most money? Because a lot of people like the money part, but they're not the same shots. And I don't know the answer to either of them. Is Fresno, wait, I'm from Fresno, California, shout out. What up, Vive? Shout out. My dad used to live in Coarse Gold. I'm very familiar with Fresno. Do they have awards for stringers? I've given out Stringer of the Year awards. Yeah, you can win an Emmy. Yes, they do have recognition. The National Photographers Association, NPPA, they have something that you can be a part of, and they can give you awards. Also, the LPAGA, what is it? Hold on a second. Let me look. The PPAGL, which is the Press Photographers Association of Greater Los Angeles. They have awards. So yeah, they have stuff. What keeps you motivated to keep stringing? Brandon, lately it's been this stream. 2018, I had so much going on in 2017. I had like 5 things going on. Besides just shot in the dark, I was running a business. I was also producing a show. I was also raising a family. And I was trying to be a stringer with cameras around me. So I had a lot going on in 2017. 2018, I kind of just strung a little bit and hung out with my family. I watched my son go from 0 to 1 every day. Every day I watched that kid grow, and I was there during the day. A lot to me. So in 2019, things are gonna change. Things are gonna change a lot. But what keeps me motivated right now is the live stream and my family. I used to string for fun. If you have a family, stringing is not the path I suggest you take. When I started stringing and when I got the best at stringing, I didn't have a family. I didn't have to worry about people depending on me. But now I have people depending on me, so I do worry about it. But it is what it is, and I am who I am. Is this your first child? Kind of. Is the money worth the time? Single? If you're single, yes. I didn't learn this job until I was 25. I wish I knew it at 18. That kind of money at 18 would have been life-changing. But it actually changed. It was life-changing at 25 for me. But it is worth the time if you put in the time. You know what I mean? Like, just because there's a fire in front of you doesn't mean you're going to get hits. You have to know what to do to get those hits. Have you ever been shot at? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think so. You love me in your video, in my videos. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Did Shot in the Dark make you more famous? I guess. I don't know. It's funny because in the 90s, before reality TV and reality world was a thing, is I always told my significant other at the time, it's probably my wife, my wife now, but my friends, things like that, I've always said, and this is in the 90s, that, you know, I want to be, and this was before I started stringing, this was when Howard Stern was at the height of his career. I said, I want to be well known for something I do. You know, growing up, I wanted to be famous like everybody else does who lives in Los Angeles. But then it got to a point, I'm like, I don't want to be famous. I want to be well known for who I am and what I do. Like Howard Stern. That was the example I did. I used. Like Howard Stern was well known, and well, he's famous, but he's well known for who he is and what he did. Now, granted, the things he said and did might have not been the best, but that's the example that I'm using. So, it worked out the way I wanted it to. I'm well known for what I do, and I like that. Am I famous? No. I always said if I get recognized at work, it doesn't count. If I get recognized out of work, then we'll know something's up, and I'm getting recognized out of work a lot. So, something's up, I guess. Scott, who caught the multi-car crash on the 10 freeway with the Prius? You talking about the caught on camera thing with the big mural in the background? Probably me. If you're talking about shot in the dark, not me. If you're talking about on my channel, probably me. So it's a young bird game if you want to focus completely on just shooting everything, take a back seat. Yeah, man, you got to dedicate your life to it. You got to work New Year's Eve night. You got to work Christmas Eve night. You got to work 12-hour shifts. You got to go to every story. You have to. It's like anything else, man. You dedicate, and that's one of the reasons why I am who I am, because I did dedicate. I dedicated my life to this job and this industry. What's your favorite music?
William 452 and William 210.
Oh, no. I don't know anymore. I don't even know what music is. Good morning. Good morning, Janet. My favorite music? I don't know, man. There's so many choices now. How big is LOUDLABS company? Are you talking how many people? How big's our office? How big? Like, what do you mean, how big? Yes, yes, yes. I have. People do know it's viable and interesting job because of us, and that's a kind of a problem. But whatever. I'm just waking up from being up for 2 hours. Damn. Well, Janet, I hope everything's okay with you. It's 1:30 in New York. Well, it's 10:22 here. What's up, Merced? How you doing, Merced? How you doing? How you doing? What days, nights are you always live so I can plan on watching? Well, John, if you plan to watch me, you're never gonna watch me. I don't come out at certain times. I just come and go. It will mostly always be at night. You might get a daytime once or twice a month. But mostly it's going to be at night, and what I've noticed, it could be anywhere from 8 to 10, 10 to 12, or 12 to 3.
I know it's probation violation, but it doesn't say the amount.
I like that. The classic rock mixed with the EDM might be good, but the EDM, these years are too old. I'm too old for that kind of stuff right now. It's not for me at all. Here comes the Popo, yo-yo. They're coming to get you. They're coming. They're going to get you.
We'll be back in 69, 17, and 18 will be assisting. Too many units. 70, did you have traffic?
Thank you, C2. C2C.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. It has been a career for me. The fiery fatal in Northridge was shot by Kyle. Kyle shot that. How many people and locations nationwide? Well, hold on.
Injured traffic, vehicle versus a motorcycle. Liberty and Lloyd.
It's a vehicle versus motorcycle not too far from us. But you gotta understand, it's not really a story though.
And 69 copy, 131097. Can shut down code.
Yeah. They're already shutting down stuff.
None of them are actually extraditable because they're all
Answer on to the strong arm at the subway a little further. Suspect number 1's a male black 30s wearing a white shirt, black pants. Number 2's a female black 30s wearing a white shirt, black pants. Also, CP says the suspect came in asking for a cell phone that was lost. Cost is cash register.
Alright, Joseph, to answer your question, there is, and I just sent out a Thanksgiving thing to everybody yesterday, so there's 15 of us locally in the LA market, and about another dozen if you consider New York, Dallas, Detroit, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and San Luis Obispo, California. Ever have a night where you catch nothing at all? Vibe, you must be new to this stream. Yeah, there's nights, but it's my fault if I miss it. It's my fault. It's because I'm talking too much or I'm not listening. I live in a market where there's a story every night, and if you didn't feed it, you weren't paying attention.
Fire. Motorcyclist is just complaining of pain to his chin, but the injuries are minor.
Minor injuries to the motorcyclist, so I'm glad I didn't roll on that. You're welcome, Joseph. Hey, what up, Dow? Speaking of the Dallas market, we got Dallas Loud Labs in the house, and I keep saying, like, I'm sorry about the phone call. I know we were supposed to talk the other day and we didn't, but he's literally one phone call away from changing his changing his stringer world. Dan, we'll give you a call tonight. I'll be home at noon in an hour and a half, but we do need to talk, and then I'll be seeing you next summer for sure. Thanks, dude. Oh man, hold on a second. I'm back. I had to return some text messages. I was just told that my brother sells weapons and other protective gear, so you can go to Amazon.com for all your gun needs.
3425 Arlington Avenue.
Vive, I think I know what you're trying to say. You talking about felony fights? Wow, my daughter's still sleeping. Damn. You're not far from my New York guy at all. Right on. Right on. Well, I might see you soon. I'll be out there at some point here. And I know when. I'm just not saying. But I'll be going to New York soon.
Engine at Patrol 132, Quint 104, Squad 73, Battalion 22.
Too far, too far, too far.
Southbound 14, south of Oddly Dulce Canyon Road. Referred to be in the car.
I'm just joking. Fight from high school. Gotcha. I thought there was an underlining meaning there. Because I know, I've filmed some fights in the past, but I was already a stringer when I did it. What's the deal with Morse code on the radio? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I'm not a radio guy.
Frank, insurance 4546,
Damn.
162760, Top Street, Woodruff.
Sorry, you thought I had a son? I do have a son. What happened?
Rescue.
What happened?
Person reported me down near a shopping cart.
What shot gets you the most pay? Sorry, I thought you had a son. I'm confused. I just said I had a son, Don. Well, I guess that doesn't mean anything these days. No. I'm happily married to a female, my wife, and I have 3 kids. Who filmed LFG breaking up the fight and requesting backup? Probably me, if I'm not mistaken. Did I call it brawl caught on tape and it wasn't really a brawl? But it was a brawl in the news sense.
42430.
Sloppy GG. Everybody drink. Everybody drink. Including me. My daughter is sleeping, and I do. I got 3 kids. Ages 1, 6, about to be 7 in less than a week, and 11, about to be much older tomorrow. Her birthday's not tomorrow, but every day that chick gets older, and it's pissing me off. I keep waiting for her to get ugly, and she's getting prettier, and her body's going through changes, and I want to get rid of the zits on her face, but I don't want to get rid of the zits on her face. I love her, so I want to get rid of the zits on the face, but I also love me, so I don't want to get rid of the zits on her face. I want her to continue to smell and look. It's a tough one, guys. You got an 11-year-old daughter. Hey Scott, what type of calls do you most enjoy capturing? The fires are pretty cool, and the answer is yes, fires. Police takedowns, entertaining. They're not that entertaining to me. Once I get to a scene and I see a fire, I know what my job is, and I know exactly what to do. When I'm at a scene with police, you don't know if there's going to be a takedown. You don't know what's going to happen. You have to focus on the uncertain. Where when there's a fire, I get to focus on the certain. Does that make sense for you? All right, guys, let's go drive around somewhere.
States the subject tased the CP on Wednesday and was taken to jail, and she's now sitting outside of CP's unit making clicking noise from the taser. Very upset and requests a unit to respond. I'll send the info to your call.
Thank you. NFB left for Austin. First of John, Adam, Boy, Judy, Lincoln, Adam, Nora, Ida. Numbers on Atlantic City.
21st Street. Engine 10's on scene downgrading 1417 East 10th Street. Marcia, bye.
Unit 1 Tom 8.
1 Tom 8, go.
Hey, can you put me code 7 at
Engine 59, car 191, 6 ALS. At the Whittier Kidney Dialysis Center, 164-170 Whittier Boulevard, Jordan Road.
Yeah, Dan, we are, I'm in Long Beach, and Long Beach has pockets. There's pockets that look like this. There's pockets that don't look like this. There's pockets that, it's weird, man. It has pockets, and we're in one of them right now. This is a very nice neighborhood. I don't quite think this is Bixby Knolls yet, but it's close. I'm on Olive right now. Olive and 37th Street, and very nice homes right here. They're not big, but they're nice. As I look at a big one, but no, actually that's not big either. It's not that big, and that's an apartment. Wait, no, it's not. That's a cool setup. That's a really cool setup over there to the left.
Engine 188, light force 185, vehicle fire.
You know what I'll do right now?
Eastbound 60 west of Gary. Also reported west of the 71.
Leave. I don't know if we drove by it at night, but we talked about it once. We talked about the Ferris Bueller house. So I'm gonna head to the Ferris Bueller house right now. It's the Ferris Bueller house, it was Ferris Bueller's house, not Cameron's house where the car was or anything like that. It was Ferris's house. The one that he was sleeping in and not born in. It was the one that The one that the nurse went to, it was the one where he pretended to be sick in his bed and he wasn't. But yeah, we're gonna go by that house right now. Doorbell set up. I'm not gonna go ring that doorbell. I believe it's, I don't know if they recently painted it. I think it's still white with blue shutters, if I'm not mistaken. Sloppy GG, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm sorry to hear the first part. The second part made me laugh too, but the first part makes me not laugh. How your whole house burned? Just part of it? You guys good? You relocate? Everybody fine? Yes, yes. Ajaeus, I'm probably saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call you E. It'd be easier. Yes, E. That house. And it's tough to drive. It's tough to read and drive. See how I said those two words together? It's tough to drive. And that's how Gabriel came up. My son's name is Gregory Dade. If you know him outside of the home, his name's Gregory. But if you're a family member of his, you know his name to be Dade. So one day, I tried to say Gregory Dade together and it came out Gabriel. And now I call my son Gabriel, which is really cool because I get to yell at my son and nobody knows who I'm yelling at. Like at baseball games, if I'm like, Gregory, pay attention! Everyone knows who I'm yelling at. But if I'm like, Gabriel! Gabriel stops dancing and he knows who's being yelled at. Gabriel. But yeah, Gabriel's the name of my son, not really. That's what I call him. So my family $4 all got outside. Cool. Cigarette was an e-cigarette was charging and caught fire. Sloppy GG. That's a story. We didn't lose our whole house. Thank you. That's awesome. But rental house for 4 months. At least you're in a rental. At least you are in a position where you can have a rental. Where do you live? Where do you live? I'm curious on what market you're in. But no, that's definitely a news story. An e-cigarette going on fire, getting rid of someone's house.
Eastbound 60 west of Gary, all 3 parcel reported west of the 71.
Damn, vehicle fire, but we're nowhere near that. Salt Lake City, Utah. Gotcha. But yeah, no, that is a news story. That is definitely a news story. And if you would have sent it to me, I would have. That's a national type of story. Even though it's from Salt Lake City, I could do something with that out of Los Angeles for sure. Sorry to hear that, but I'm glad things are good. Asia. All right. Well, that's easy. So I don't need to call you E. I can just call you Asia. What up, Asia? You're visiting Anaheim. I'll be looking for you driving around. I don't think I'm going to be in Anaheim anytime soon. So this is a step up from the neighborhood that we were just in. Looks the same, but the houses here went from, let's say, 500,000 to 1 point something. This is probably the nicest area of Long Beach, besides near 2nd Street. And the things near 2nd Street, the houses aren't able to be this big. There's some big homes here. And I don't think there's a home under $1 million, which is funny though, because if you keep driving, then all of a sudden you get into some apartments. And the apartments are not as nice as this neighborhood. There's Virginia Country Club right in front of us. A golf course that I've never played, but I will play because that's where Long Beach has their golf tournament. Or Long Beach firefighters have their golf tournament. My wife had a family member. It's kind of like her aunt, but wasn't, who lived up here, and I spent a Thanksgiving up here. Real nice house. I wonder what that house looks like right now. We'll go by that house first. I think it's Right here. So I think the house that San Gabriel Valley is going off right now. They have that shooter. They have a vehicle fire. They have a crash. They got a lot of things going on right now. Yeah, see, these houses aren't small. That right there, I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite houses. That right there is one of my favorite houses on this block. That house is no joke. And yes, if it looks familiar, that's because it's been on lots of shows. All right, where's Ferris? Where you at, Bueller? All right, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, my wife's aunt's house is right here at the end of this street on the left. Yes. Right when I start to make this turn, it's not this house on the right or that one. It's gonna be this one back there, and it's still under construction. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, look at that, dude. When they lived there, that house was nice, but it was old money nice, if that makes sense. It was old money nice, and it needed a little bit of help. It needed some help, and it looks like it never got that help. They haven't lived here in over a decade, but yeah, it looks like it needed some help, and it didn't get that help. All right, let's go find Ferris. Where you at, Ferris? Where you at, Ferris? Where are you at, Ferris? I think Ferris is right over here. Oops. Is that gonna be Ferris? Yep, there's Ferris. There's Ferris. How many people stop in front of this house and do this? That was cool of them to keep it the same color. Yeah, there's the Ferris Bueller house, guys. Yay, we did it. Bueller. 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 That's the Ferris Bueller house. See, this is why I can't do this in another city. I'm not gonna be able to take you to cool things and give you cool history lessons. All right, give me a second. Get my bearings. Let me figure something out real quick. Go away. Thank you. You could in Atlanta. I can't, because I'm not from there. You gotta understand, one of the reasons why I'm so good at my job, and yes, they do have GPS now, and GPS didn't exist when I started this job, but one of the reasons why I'm so good at this job is because I know my way around town, and I'm able to
fire in 116th area, 1200 West Francisco Street, Normandy Avenue, 26.
But I wouldn't be able to do, I would be able to do this in Atlanta if I was teamed up with somebody from Atlanta. In order to be a good stringer, you should be from that area. I can go do it in any town, don't get me wrong. I can definitely go do it. I've done it in Miami. I've done it in Frisco. You can go do it, but you're gonna be best in your own town. And that's what I did. Yes, they do film a lot of movies in Whittier. Do you get paid for doing this? Well, Edwin, I get paid for being a stringer. Yes, when I actually get out of the car, go record news and put it on TV. I'll get paid from CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC, KTLA, things like that. Just recently, YouTube, well, YouTube's always paid me, but they don't, I don't make a lot of money off my stock footage. We'll call it, it's enough to keep the lights on. It's enough to keep the business going on its own, so it doesn't cost me money. But streaming, has kind of taken a little, I've only been doing it 3 weeks now, and it's something that I can see me doing to where I have 2 incomes now. I'll have a YouTube income that's getting better, and then I have my work income. And the goal is to, and here's me being way too honest with the way I do things in life, my goal is to don't I'm not in charge of the LOUDLABS money for obvious reasons, but just because I'm not in charge of it doesn't mean I don't take from it or I don't use it to pay my bills. It's my business. So the goal is here is to let the LOUDLABS money do its thing and don't touch it. Let my mom pay the bills with it, save whatever money's in there, let her do what she does with the business, and let YouTube money feed the family and do our and do what we do. And that's kind of what it's looking like. It's looking like I'll be able to give YouTube money to the wife and let her take care of us, and give the business money to my mom and let my mom take care of my other family, my workers. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And that's why you'll see me out more doing streams. Every time I stream, it is a source of income, whether it's $5 or $500. And no stream has ever made $500, but it could one day, or over time. So that was me being way too open about me and my finances. Bueller? It's a green light. Green light, go. It's so blown out. Well, thank you, Marilyn. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I'm guessing I should have started streaming a long time ago, but you gotta understand, man, I'm technologically challenged. I'm always late to these future parties. Although I have been putting things on YouTube since 2012, but I didn't start monetizing it until about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. And like I said, man, it's not, you're not making dollars off the. All right, here you go, Whittier.
27 and 28. Squad 50, Shine Street at 13. Commercial structure fire. Burnaby, roof on fire. Rex Road and Paramount Boulevard.
Rex Road and Paramount Boulevard? That's not Whittier. That's Pico Rivera, isn't it? But those are all Whittier numbers. That's weird. Whatevers. I guess, oh, because it's the other thing. Yeah, Pico Rivera, I lied. Come join the CX network. CS network on scene. Ice Poseidon. The Ice Poseidon? I'm guessing it is. We should talk. We can talk. I've been doing some research. Ever since I started doing my live streams about 3 weeks ago, CX has come up a lot. I don't quite have you all figured out yet, but after meeting Bone Clinks, I think it was, and Nathaniel, or Nate, definitely something to talk about. I've seen what you're doing. I've seen the CX network thing, yeah, I believe we should talk. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But when you say join, what do you mean join? But then again, this is probably a private conversation we don't need to make public. So yeah, I'm interested. I was supposed to meet Nathaniel in a parking lot the other night, but I didn't come out until after they went in, and that was the morning that I ended up getting that shootout. So it was a good thing that I did come out. But yeah, talk. I'm interested. You obviously know what you're doing when it comes to streaming, so any advice you have for me, I'm open ears. So I'm not gonna stray away from a conversation. Oh, well, if it's not the real ice, then it's not the real ice. So I just had a conversation with nobody, and Nate Bone Clinks, if you do see this, then I was talking about you for no reason, but I was still talking to you, so. Well, boo! I didn't think Ice would take his time to watch me do my thing. That dude has other things to keep himself busy with. And the only reason I thought he was the real one is because I have been talking to Bone Clink's crew, and they have been coming on here, so that's why I thought, that's me giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. I should know better. Well, this guy wants to come past me. That's what I thought. Like, you can just slow down, no need for that. I know you got a fast car. I think he wants to race. See, I don't know what that means, ECM. I don't know what it means by joining. Like, I don't understand what that means. How do I join them? I mean, I'm not saying I want to, but when you say that join, like, what does that mean? Does that mean I go on their shows, or I put CX in front of my feed, or I say I'm with them? I don't understand that. LOUDLABS seems to be doing pretty good on its own. I've gone this far without anyone's help. Maybe CX can join LOUDLABS? I don't know. See, the thing about it, see, I feel like there's guys from CX that are bigger than CX itself. And to me, that's weird. You would think CX would be the big thing, and then the other guys would be, so I don't know how that works. I don't know.
Rubbish fire. First engage. Near Texas.
First engage? We're not near there. What car do I drive? Edwin! Edwin, you must not know who I am. I like getting you guys. Edwin, go check out Shot in the Dark on Netflix. That will show you the car I drive. And it'll show me driving it well. Caroline, when I was a full-time stringer, anywhere from 50 to 150, I guess 200, anywhere from 50 to 200 a night when I was full-time stringer, which is slowly starting to happen again. But when I'm a part-time stringer, you know, 50 to 200, which is about a half a tank of gas on a full-time stringer mode. But in part-time stringer mode, I don't know, 50, 100, who knows? Boulevard, Atlantic. Sloppy GGG, yep, it's become a drinking game because it gets asked a lot. ECM, that sounds like a good deal. Still somebody'd want to take, right? Doesn't sound like a bad gig. Edwin, just like it does. That's weird. I got a weird text right now I need to look at. Just like it does not looking at them. Marilyn, you must be new to the page and new to who I am. If you have Netflix, go check out Shot in the Dark. If you don't have Netflix, check out the Shot in the Dark trailer that's on this YouTube page. And that will answer your question. Caroline, everybody drink. ECM.
60 stroke.
Who's talked about me? Bone Clinks or Ice Poseidon? And when? I know Bone Clinks did on their live stream because we crossed streams. We crossed swords. We crossed streams one night. But other than that, I don't know about anyone talking about me. I don't know if I'm a fit for what they do. What do they do? I mean, I know they report on internet news, or they report on things on the internet. I know that. Ice has because his viewers told him about me. Right on. That's cool. You're new to the channel. Well, thank you, Christy. Christy, go check out Shot in the Dark on Netflix. And then you'll like me even more. Or you'll hate me. There's a lot of that going on. Oh, man. You guys just missed a nice view. Downtown, you can actually see downtown from where I was because it rained here recently. Those are good noises.
7 Frank, Nora Young, 158.
Come on, 54, 147.
Engine 36, 236, Sprint 127, engine 10, engine 95, Quints 116 and 158. Squad 36, battalion 7 and 18. Armhouse fire. 20545 South Vermont Avenue, Unit 3, Delamo Boulevard.
Alright, so we got a structure fire call out. Basically, Delamo and Vermont. We're not gonna make it, but we're, unless it's huge, but we are driving that way, which is always a plus, but it is a few freeways from us. But yeah, we'll listen up and head to it. But it's anytime they give it, well, a suite's different than, usually when they give an apartment number, it's not going to be a story. It's not going to be a fire.
Engine 23, Squad 45, seizure 9913, Sarkeesian Boulevard, Unit 4, Bellflower Boulevard.
No, Delamo and Vermont is not Torrance. It's going to be Carson because it was county fire that just got dispatched. The actual address is 204 South Vermont, cross street of Delamo. But I love how you telling me where it's at.
Engine 180, Squatch Rescue BLS at the Transit Center, 100 West Commercial Street, Thomas Street.
Reports a two-story apartment complex with nothing showing. 116 and 226
All right.
investigate.
Two-story apartment complex, nothing showing. Red 5 is going to 1022. So back to nothing. But we have now made our way into South Central. We're not going to get any Black Friday type stories in South Central. We will probably get some sort of crash, maybe a shooting, but maybe a fire. But there's always people crashing, and especially right now when there's zero traffic, people are driving fast. So I'm guessing we're gonna get a decent accident. What time is it? Ooh. It's 11 o'clock. We have about another 45 minutes before I say bye-bye. Or even shorter, depending on how far west we go. Because I'm going to go home and watch me some Tiger Woods and order some pizza.
15548 Denley Street, Twisted Avenue.
That's my afternoon plan. And then fall asleep, wake up, and do this all over again. I will be live tonight, guys. I'm going to be hitting this hard between now and Christmas. So I will be live tonight, whether it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, midnight. I don't know. I don't. And I don't want to tell you a time and then not do it because that's just not cool. So I will be out tonight. I will tell you that. It all depends on when I fall asleep. Maybe I'll drink some beers to help me fall asleep while I'm watching Tiger and eating pizza. That sounds like a great Friday afternoon. Costco pizza is what's up. It really is. For the price and the size and the taste, absolutely. You could drive in the diamond lane with all the viewers here. I could drive in the diamond lane without the viewers there. Legal or illegal, I don't know, but I can do it. I don't need you in the car to drive in the diamond lane. And diamond lane is one thing. You can talk your way out of that ticket. You can't talk your way out of the transponder ticket. And the way you can talk about it, the way you can get yourself out of it is a lot of cities are trying to only use the diamond lane during prime time traffic. So if I go in the diamond lane right now and I get pulled over, like, you know, there's only one person in the car, but yeah, but it's not prime time traffic. I don't know. I was told blah, 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 blah. You can talk your way to anything if you can talk correctly. But no, I don't need you to drive in the diamond lane. I just drive in the diamond lane. It's kind of like, what's the difference between looking at a dead body and a live body? There isn't. Just, you're looking. Just tell yourself it's a pussin'. Well, thank you, Travis, for liking my live stream. I appreciate it. I got pee. I got pee. All right. South LA, guys. 110 North, coming up to Manchester. I get it, J. Cole. And I hear you, Dan. It'll pick up. It always does.
25 East Longdon Avenue, San Gabriel Boulevard.
56.
What's up, Gabriel? I hope your Thanksgiving was fulfilling. I've been gone the past few days if you haven't noticed. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. You know it. I'm back. I'm back.
44 suspects there now. 211 85th Street. Go to 1553 or 1258.
17048 Wyandotte Street. Suspect is a male. 50 years. 5'5", wearing a gray fedora hat, black jacket, light blue wash jeans, black shoes.
Where am I gonna go pee? Do you have any police lights in your car? No, because I'm not a policeman. It is nice out today. LA always looks best right after a rain. 68 degrees outside. 68 degrees.
Call 167, injury ALS, 9th District, 1639 Bunker Avenue, Broadmead.
Didn't somebody say they're off of Florence? Here's 110 in Florence.
City 168, yeah.
542 South 25 ready by
I can see the Hollywood sign from here. That's cool. You guys want to hear a funny story about the Hollywood sign? And my dad is part of this story, and I don't think he's going to remember it. He might say he does because he's a good dad, but I don't think he remembers the story. We lived in Brea at the time. For some reason, my dad felt he needed to go to the Hollywood area to buy some mattresses for his family, because he recently just bought a big house in Brea, and I guess he needed some mattresses. And I don't know why he needed to go all the way to Hollywood from Brea, but we did. So we took a family trip, and we're driving up to 101, and I saw the Hollywood sign. I'm 5 years old, maybe, kindergarten, 6 years old, maybe, and I cried. I cried when I saw the Hollywood sign. It took me until, I would say, my late 20s to figure out why I cried.
6706 Fishburne Avenue, engaged.
I cried because southbound on Crenshaw. I cried because you gotta understand, TV raised me. TV was my best friend. I'm an only child on my mom's side. I watched a lot of TV when I was with my mom. When I was with my dad, I watched a lot of TV. My dad liked to watch TV with me. TV was a big part of my life, obviously. It took me till my late 20s to figure out why I cried when I was 5 years old, seeing the Hollywood sign for the first time. Because that was the first thing I've ever seen in front of me that I saw on TV. That was the first thing that I've ever seen on TV in front of me for real. That's why I cried. That Hollywood sign is iconic, so obviously you see it on TV all the time. And then I finally saw it in real life, and I cried. Didn't know why until my late 20s. And that's how much into TV I am. And I think I'm gonna go pee right here. Don't worry about my peeing area. Oh, they redid this parking lot. How nice.
Subject is the 164 seizure. 7201 South Pacific Boulevard, Florence.
I don't think this is my parking lot right now to pee in. I'm gonna go pick the other parking lot to pee in. All right, guys, we're gonna get a story here soon. I really feel like we are. We're gonna get a real good story here soon.
Engine 85, call 154, medical rescue. 5041 North Sephora Avenue, Calora.
Amalia Avenue, 1004 Amalia, over here, the female screaming, and a deep tank of 109. From the street, 101. 23 Adams, 3, and less than 3. 3 Adams, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that felt so good. All right, so yes, I'm crossing my fingers too that we get a story.
Hey, I'm sorry, you said you were in 3 as well?
We got about 30 minutes to do it.
We're 23 and 3.
Joe 154, squad 64, unconscious person, 153's area. 1115 North Marston Avenue, Green Haven Street.
Wash my hands. Nope. And then I just rub my face.
North King 330. Dashing north southbound Victory. Additional 90156.
It's me. It always makes me laugh, like washing your hands. Like, yes, you're supposed to wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, especially after you go number 2. But, or if you're at a restaurant, obviously. But if you're, like, you gotta understand, I just touched myself. Like, it's me I touched. I didn't pee on my hands. Trust me. I know not how to pee on my hands, but I touched myself. It's like touching myself here, and then touching myself here. Or like touching myself here, and then touching myself here. Like, I just touched myself. It's me. It's me. I love my germs. I don't like other people's germs. But does it make you feel better?
Squad 89,
Does it make you feel better?
At Meadowbrook Senior Living in the med room. 5217 Chesborough Road, Canwood.
Well, Vive, Ron said thanks. Right on. Well, Vive, that's my problem. I'm a little too forward. I'm a little too honest.
285 with the assist. A 415 family, 600 South Ward, 600 South Ward Avenue. Several male black adults fighting in the street.
6101 West Central Boulevard, West Cerritos, Gateway, LAX. First incident 1644.
67 George 1, 67 George 1, Magic Mountain area.
Metro 270, show us on scene.
56 BLS, Sheriff on scene. 9475 East Los Angeles Drive, Oak Avenue.
827 on scene.
What's up, North Carolina? No, I don't watch live PD. I don't. I've seen cops before, and I live it, and it's not live. I don't like being lied to, especially in a business that is supposed to be honest. It's not fake. It's just not live. It's not fake. Hi guys, I'm back. I had to answer some messages. I had to answer some texts. And you're welcome, big brother. And hi, Dad. And my wife got concerned because my dad called her. You're scaring Lisa, Dad.
126 Squad 124 unconscious person. Valencia Town Center in the Food Court. 24201 West Valencia Boulevard.
What are we talking about, Vancouver? Where about TMDPC? I don't know what you're talking about. Where at in Vancouver? I don't know. I've driven through Vancouver on a bus on my way to Whistler. Scott, it's delayed. No, it's not. It's not delayed. I just had to pause. What an awesome parking lot we're in. Somebody gave a shout out from Vancouver. Live PD is delayed. Absolutely, it's delayed, but it's the cops is delayed.
134 squad 136 person ALS.
It's not live that night. That's how delayed it is. They say it's delayed, but it's not. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this thing yet, but whatever it is, it's happening. Come on, guys. We got 15 minutes to get 30 minutes to get a good story here. John Foster, yes, sometimes. Especially last year at this time. Yeah, they do indeed.
To the trailer, the combination to the lock is in common. The suspect vehicle, the white is a truck, also parked on Ontario near the trailer.
Hello, Dougman. What's up, Dougman? What up, Dougman? I got leftover Halloween candy. That's my snack before pizza lunch. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Anybody in South LA right now? What time's the golf match start? It starts at noon. Starts at noon. Anybody in South LA right now? I have extra large and double XL. I can leave here at the Slauson parking lot. Golf match starts at noon. The match starts at noon.
64, rescue 64, immediate dispatch, cardiac arrest, 10516 Vermont. Rescue 9, diabetic, 622, orbit of Parthenia.
My dad's funny. My dad said I could be like him and carry a bottle. That's a truck driver for you. That's a truck driver. Nah, man, I'd just open my door. How are you more connected to fire and police as you seem to get more close to the situation with firemen than you do police? For obvious reasons. If police are there, there must be something going on where I probably shouldn't get close. But if it's a fire or an accident, I know my limits and what I can do and can't do. You should drop off a shirt to Ice Poseidon, good promo, he wears them on stream. I wouldn't even know where to drop it off to. I don't know him. I wouldn't know where to drop it off for him. So how do I do that? And I'm not gonna, I can stream stock them, but I'm not gonna stream stock them. Although, I'm getting stream stocked here when I work at night sometimes. Not sure how I feel about it, but it's understandable. I get it. I get it. Dougman, I am fine. Thank you for asking. J. Cole, absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't need to do it anymore. They just go to the YouTube page. I don't really, they used to request the video, but now I don't really, they don't request it. There's computers in all training facilities and TVs, and YouTube's on TV now. I won't ban you for dropping his address, and you don't need to give it to me. If it's Googleable, I can figure it out, but it's a shirt, man. It's a t-shirt. It's a $2 piece of material. I don't need to go, I don't think I'm gonna go research so I can drop off $2 to some dude. Now if he wants one, that's a little different, but I'm not gonna go drop off $2 worth of material to some dude who I don't know so he can give me exposure that I don't need. Ooh, TC in Lancaster. TC in Lancaster. There's a reason why I work at night. I look a lot better at night than I do during the day.
2845, line like the watch banner.
The jerseys, you can also send them in France. Yeah, I can send things to France. It's the cool thing about this country, man. They let you mail things wherever you want.
1680 or 399.
Show sucks, it's controlled filming. I don't know what you're talking about, Renee. You're talking about my show. Yeah, that's called The Power of the Edit.
North South Alley, Cleaner, just east of Iron.
Edward David, 017.
5863 has a possible vehicle, North South Alley of Cleaner, east of Iron.
I'm gonna explain something to you, Cecily. I don't know what show you're talking about, but
From north to south, it's got rear bumper damage.
everything you're watching is controlled by the guy controlling it. Even if you're watching a live feed, it's controlled by the guy controlling it. Everything is controlled filming. There is no such thing as uncontrolled filming. Think about that. Hey, everybody drink. Thank you, Tim. I'll drink too.
Call possible 459 suspect 11311 Osborne Street.
You'll be watching from the England. Thank you. Can you send me the link after the live? Can you send me the link? What link am I looking at? No, I can't, because we don't have them for sale right now. You just asked if I can ship them there, and the answer is yes. It's not the universe, it's called the news gods. We want the news gods to give Scott a story. And Scott is starting to feel funny because he's had too much energy and not enough food. That's why we're eating this sugar over here. It's like when you drink too much coffee and you haven't eaten yet. Whew. You might watch me have to go through a drive-thru right now. Because I need some food. What's up, Oceanside? How are you? Hi, Oceanside. Thanks for watching.
81 back lane, 13719 Sylvan Street.
No, we don't want anybody to do that. That's not what we want to do, Brian. Structure fire on Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles. That's too far for me. We can go hear the call out. You want to hear the call out? Ready? Here we go.
Structure fire 83 is first in, engine and rescue 83, engine and rescue 88, engine 109, life force 93, life force 39, battalion 10, battalion 17 to the structure fire. 16530 Ventura Boulevard, Crossing Haven, Hearst.
Go get it, Howard. Go get that story.
1717, there's the channel 9 response.
That's better.
Anything further? 209, stand by.
Is my Arkansas guy still here? My Arkansas people still here?
Metro, usual battalion 15 on the radio and 71st in. Cancel.
My Arkansas? Besides my brother. Have you got anything today? Oh, we're about to. 1608 West 38th Street, which is going to be what? About Western? right, guys, we're going to a structure fire. What did I say, Western? How close was I from my guess? Oh, dude, I really hate working during the day when your computer's stupid. Western, dude, I nailed it. Basically 38th and Western, we're en route. Wow, it's a clear day, so, oh, I see smoke. I see a loom up in that area. It's very well, we might have something, guys. Problem is we're a little too far away from it. That's the cool thing about working during the day is you can, if you have a view, you can see smoke from a distance, and I do see some smoke from a distance, but not continually, not continue smoking. It's just a little bit. Hey, Dad, can you text Lisa and tell her I plan on having pizza for lunch? She just asked me if I'd bring home lunch, and I can't text her right now. So can you text Lisa and let her know, yeah, I will take care of lunch during Tiger.
Rescue 909 quarters.
So we're on our way to 38th Street. It's basically Western and Expo.
So it's north of Oxnard in that north-south alley.
Metro 183, 165 30 West Ventura Boulevard, 6-story office building over parking. That's showing.
All right, so there's no fire on Ventura Boulevard, no fire on Ventura, but we are making our way to this one now.
Boulevard, 1883 reports 6-story office building over parking.
Now we're listening for our 38th Street size up. We need our 38th Street size up.
94 Soul, 1952 West 39th Street.
So it's obvious my watch isn't my watch isn't wifing. My wife isn't watching the live feed. She would have known I was talking about. All right, we're gonna have to get off. I'm not down with this traffic any longer. I hope there's not a soccer game. There is, I'm in trouble. All right, guys, where's our size up? They should be getting there any moment. All right, pick a lane, because I'm going to take the other one. Thank you.
35 intersection of Vermont, Santa Monica.
Oh, now you're going to switch?
39 lockout intersection,
Idiot.
Clark and Sepulveda.
You screwed up. Because now you don't get to turn right if you wanted to turn right.
4 spot on the 4800 North Alameda.
All right, where's our size up? Where's our size up? Here it is.
1-story single family dwelling, heavy fire showing.
All right, 1-story single family dwelling, heavy fire showing. This is the problem with working during the day. It's really hard to get where you're trying to go.
Structure fire 1608 West 38th Street. July 1st, 26 reports 1-story single family fire showing.
All right, so you guys will definitely see some smoke, but am I gonna make flames? I don't know, man. All right, here we go. Let's go, come on. Oh, you're killing me softly.
Go back to 8.
I want to make that light.
Structure fire 16530 Ventura Boulevard, engine 83 reports full.
Not gonna make that light.
We're gonna move this back to channel 8, take back the tech.
So frustrating.
Sepulveda. Rescue 15, we're 1 block away. Off metric for front of 34 is Kenyatta. July 1st, 88, Roger. Tristan Round. Engine 39, cancel. 15 main available.
We're not gonna make it. I can tell you right now, we're not gonna make it.
Squad 98, difficulty breathing at Kaiser. 9400 East Rosecrans Avenue, Clark.
They're probably about 30 seconds from getting water on it.
Rescue 26 on scene.
I can see it. I see it. I can see it. Can see it from where I am. But When you're live, you have to obey all traffic rules. Even when you're not live, you have to obey all traffic rules. But especially when you're live, you have to obey all traffic rules.
71 outside investigation. Latigo and Ballard. 39, tree fire intersection of Victory and Haskell.
My camera's set up for nighttime right now, so as I'm turning it on, I need to make sure I switch it over for daytime. Otherwise, it's not going to look good at all. Hi guys. How are you? Everybody doing good today? I hope so.
71 of the phone, 679, Big Brook.
So as soon as I turn this corner, you guys should start seeing some smoke. Right now we're passing Danker, then we're going to be passing the police station. And here comes Western. As soon as I make a right on Western, you guys should start seeing some smoke. But that doesn't mean we're going to get flames. I could have turned, nope, I couldn't have. Come on, move!
878, is PD attached to this?
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Engine 61, move emergency fire station 26, covered. Engine 2, light push 35, 95, automatic alarm, 450 Hollywood.
White smoke already, that's not good.
12490,
White smoke isn't good. Well, I mean, it's good for whoever's house is on fire, but it's not good for us.
Engine 83, will you send me a unit to cell phone number to my NBC? Stand by.
These guys are killing me. Ugh, I hate that.
I think they found a victim inside. I just heard him say primary and secondary is clear, so I don't think they found a victim. I don't know what he was saying when he said one inside. I think he might have meant firefighter.
Jared, you got that hooligan? Oh, I heard there.
Alright guys, I really need to work on my stream game. I'll make it better one day. So, without flames and without injuries, this is not a news story. Even though somebody did just lose their home, that's not news. Without flames or an injury, Although I might be able to do something with it, possibly. I think I pressed some button, so there's a good chance I might have stopped the comments. Not on purpose, though. So yeah, the fire's out. It's not the news story that we were looking for. It's not the news story we want. I mean, there's no stories we want, because we don't want tragedy, but we do want stories. We want hits. But when he said there's one inside, he meant a line, water. There was one water line inside. No injuries as of now to report. Fire is out. Due to the fact that I got some nice close-ups, I guess, of the scene, it's worth feeding, but it's not a story. It's really not. All right, so for you apparatus lovers, I'm going to take you to the apparatuses, and then we're probably going to say goodbye. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye, Dad. Bye, big brother. Bye, big sis. And to all the others that love me and like me, see you later, guys. Or as we say, later, losers.